what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back everybody.
Hello.
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 Apparently I have a deep voice.
Yeah, we're joined tonight by Deep Voice ILO.
She's a deep
What's
fake.
going on?
She doesn't know why she has a
deep
deep voice. But evidently, she has a deep voice. So...
He's finally hitting puberty.
Oh, my voice!
I think she just heard it for the first time. Alright.
It sounds like a microphone thing, though.
It probably is a microphone thing. I don't know, your microphone's probably malfunctioning somehow. So
Either way. Yeah, it literally just sounds like somebody... It literally sounds like somebody tone shifted your voice down.
Yeah, but nonetheless, this is a very special episode. This is the 100th episode of Resident Roleplay. So, everyone give yourselves a round of applause. So, thank you all very much. Yeah, where's Ilo's clap? Also, I see Brenny the Dragon Slayer's in chat as usual. Excited for 100, yeah. Yeah, and thank you for being a loyal viewer for a little while now. So
100 big ones.
Yeah. I was pointing out to Loryn before we started the stream that I think this is the first time we've done 100 episodes of anything. So that's quite the milestone. And again, thank you all very much. You have watched the show either on YouTube or Twitch, and have kept going with us as we've gone this far and as we're barreling now towards an ending. And it's just been an awesome run, an awesome campaign, and I'm certainly not one I don't think any of us will ever forget. So, yeah, these characters in this campaign is just going to have a special place in our hearts forever. And
and today it all comes to an end.
Well, it's the 100th episode, so not quite the end. Expect another...
Well, I mean, this is where we die, though.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Debatable.
Remains to be seen. So... That being said, are we ready to begin?
Yep.
Or are we still investigating the voice?
Wait, is my voice still deep?
No, actually, it's normal.
Oh,
every now
super
and
deep.
Okay, good.
Shots or
Chelsea, I'm gonna eject you. Wait, no, he already got ejected. Never mind.
He did get ejected.
So, previously on Resident Roleplay, the Manifold, led by your nemesis, Elliot Walker, has launched a series of bioweapon attacks and put into motion plans of global apocalyptic proportions. You've gathered your allies, collected powerful armaments, and said your piece. As you made your final preparations, you signaled your allies to gather for the final assault on Manifold Tower in the isolated region of Ellesmere Island in Baffin Bay. However, on your flight there, you were caught in a snowstorm and took fire from anti-air missiles. Chauncey opened the bay doors and was subsequently whisked away by the air pressure as Mr. G dove for an emergency landing. In the snow blindness, the Harpy 7 crashed into the icy ground, and with the tumultuous fall, Chauncey barely managed to deploy his chute before crashing himself. That's where we last left off. So, to start us off, first off, Chauncey, you said you were trying to, roll out basically at the latter part of the fall last time.
You're like, try to not take a full belly flop on the ground kind of.
All right,
thing.
so go ahead.
Try to
make an athletics check with disadvantage.
oh boy.
Oh, does it have to be disadvantage? Like situational awareness. I know I'm falling, right?
Situational awareness does not apply.
I already know I'm falling.
That
so
only applies
prepared.
to perception and mobility saves.
So just straight athletics, you said?
Athletics with disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
It was open.
24?
Pretty good.
Not too bad.
So again, you're still plummeting towards the ground at a pretty rapid speed, and you weren't able to deploy your chute until the last moment. So you're still splattering, but you attempt your best to tuck and roll into it before colliding into the ground and going dark for a little while. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw really quick.
Okay. Oof, 12.
Okay.
Oh, saving throw. Wait, +5. So,
Okay.
17.
All right. So, the storm still rages, but everything is brighter now. Night has given way to day. In the midst of a frozen landscape, a small mound of snow breaks the flat terrain. That mound begins to shift and rise out of the ground as Chauncey awakens beneath it. Go ahead and roll percentile for me, Chauncey. That's a D100.
Yeah, I was about to say. Not often you roll that. Huh.
For a random effect is what you rolled that for.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Maybe the percentage of how much
37. I don't know if that's good or bad.
What's your
Typically
hit
high
point?
numbers.
What's your hit point maximum?
Oh, snap.
My hit point
Oh,
maximum?
that's right.
184.
Said 184.
Uh-huh.
You have 68 hit points left.
You didn't die.
That would be 37%, right?
If my math works out correctly,
What was the exact number again? I'm sorry.
68.
168.
No, just 68.
Oh, just 68.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you burst forth from beneath the snow. Meanwhile, everybody else make percentile rolls.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Well, can you get a? No, you can get. Wait, can you get a 0 with a percentile?
yep.
Ooh.
Those are the same.
Wow, what are the odds?
Got the highest. Yay.
That's good, because you're the mage.
That
Alright.
isn't always
Or the
a
healer.
bad thing.
So, Mr. G, hit point maximum?
I mean, so cutting it in half, right? Basically.
Essentially, yeah, what would it be?
Yes. Well, I'm trying to figure out what my max is right now, because I think that's right. I have not.
You have not gotten a yellow orb yet.
It's 58, so half of that is 29.
Wait, I have more HP than you?
Round
Everybody does.
up. Everybody. Round up to 30.
Okay,
Because
I like that.
Well, because it would be 29.58. So.
Okay.
And Kevin.
85.
Okay, that's my health, but backwards.
That has a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're at 24.
Ooh, boy. Ooh, I think I'm in... Am I?
And
You're not in danger.
I'm close to
It's okay.
danger.
I have efficient use treat wounds. Let's go.
Whew.
And Katara,
235.
you are at 66 hit points.
Ooh.
And
That's
Nuria,
is that the lowest con? Oh man. 65.
okay. You're at 36.
Oh jeez. It's not too bad.
So, meanwhile, the rest of you wake up in the Harpy 7. You hear creaking around you. Mr. G, you're still strapped in the cockpit chair.
Barely.
Barely, but you're rocked. And looking forward, the storm's still raging, so a line of sight comes kind of in and out. Visibility is problematic, but you do see out the front windshields. Essentially, you're looking off the edge of a cliff.
Nobody move.
You hear that creaking again. Katara and Nuria, both of you are kind of in the back, and Kevin, you're actually at the front near Mr. G. The chair that you were strapped to has torn loose and fallen all the way down to the cockpit, but you're still strapped to that chair.
Shout outs to the seatbelts on this thing. The chair gives way before the seatbelts do.
The Harpy 7, looking around, is severely damaged, with a few torn gaps, exposed machinery and wiring all over.
Is the back open?
Looking back, which you realize as you begin to turn and you feel your proprioception a bit, you realize that you are, kind of fighting against gravity a bit. And looking up, not just back, but looking up, you do see the latter half of the Harpy. The bay doors seem to be open at this point, and you can see white out there and daylight shining through.
Katara! Nuria, you up? Are you conscious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
conscious. How's everyone else doing?
We're falling! Get to the back of the ship.
Kevin is hyperventilating, and he is also slowly moving back.
Okay. You start unbuckling yourself a bit.
I'm starting to free myself from the cockpit.
All right. So, you the both of you start unstrapping yourselves, and start making your way up. Then,
As slowly as possible.
slowly as possible. Again,
I'll stick by Kevin because we're both up front. I'm sticking close to him.
Okay. With each movement, you could feel the balance of the jet begin to kind of lean precariously every time Mr. G or Kevin move.
I'm gonna wait for Katara and Yuri to get up and have them see if we can get this balanced and move at the same time.
All right. I should also note.
I'm gonna motion to Kevin to
Aren't we already on a side that's not hanging off the edge, though?
We'll wait
So
for
are we?
them.
So if you look out the back, do we see land?
You do not see land because the back's pointed upwards. Yeah, so you
Right.
can't see land if you just look out the back. But does Katara and Nuria try and start making their way back?
That's
to
true.
see if
Yeah,
they
we should get to you first.
We'll wait
'Cause-
for you guys to get off the part that's hanging off.
Just start moving. You guys need to get off this ship, what it's left of it, now.
What if we upset the balance?
Start moving.
All right.
And she'll start moving very closely to Katara.
Yeah. Start moving very slowly.
Okay, so the two of you, as soon as you unbuckle yourselves, you realize how steep the incline is, and you begin to almost slide. You begin to slide
not good.
downwards as soon as you unstrap yourself.
Oh no!
You feel the jet beginning to tip.
Oh my god.
Miri's gonna try grab something.
Make athletics checks
anything
if
you
you're gonna
like.
try and grab. Athletics or acrobatics, either
What
or.
about Katara?
Are you gonna try and grab something as well, Qatar?
Yeah.
Does this
see,
count
I
as
tried
a
to grab something.
dexterity?
That's what I was saying.
Give yourself up or something.
Oh, like the dexterity skill?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have that, I would say that applies.
Yes. Okay.
Gonna turn you up a little bit. Turn.
14.
Catch something.
Wow.
Oh,
14.
that's same numbers again.
All right. Katara's just copying everybody else this game.
Katara's changeling.
Katara is just a ditto.
She's
real quick.
changeling.
So, yeah, the two of you start sliding downwards, but you reach and grab some of the cabling or some of the loose straps that are about. You slide a couple seats further down, but you do manage to catch yourself, but the end does tip a bit.
She immediately just like freezes and waits for it
This
to
is why I
settle.
didn't want to move.
So it seems to have settled, but it is
Make
further...
your way towards the back.
What about us?
That includes us.
Okay, slowly. Let's climb up this thing. I'm getting some Uncharted 2 vibes.
Katara, in the midst of all this, you feel a sharp pain in the middle of your back. It's been bothering you since you regained consciousness.
Do you have wings?
She's just like, oh my god. Okay.
What's wrong?
Really sharp pain in, you said the middle of her back?
Yeah, right in the middle of your back.
Yeah. It's just like the middle of my back. It's,
Are you able to turn a little bit?
It's probably a broken spine. We need to figure that out once we get off the ship.
yeah, probably.
That's if your spine was broken, you'd know.
Yeah, it hurts. Let's go.
That's
Move!
No, I'd say G has a point here. We need to get moving now.
Yeah, I know. Let's fucking get out of here. At least attempt to.
How far into the ship are we? Like, from the back?
Well, the Mr. G and Kevin, both of you are down in the cockpit, so you're about as...
Well, we've been slowly
oh,
moving
yeah,
up.
yeah. Well, then
I guess
both
like,
of you...
G was further down, so he's probably gotten to where Kevin was.
Yeah, both
by
of you
now.
make athletics checks.
Gee, I'm so
Uh,
screwed.
looking around. All right, so my minimum is no. Actually,
Fine.
so yeah, who?
Why am I being bothered now? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Hi.
Looking around, do we see the Enyo module?
That's an excellent question. Had anybody attached it to a weapon yet?
It has not been attached yet.
Then who last
Not
had
that I
it?
know of. Not that I know of. No, I don't think anybody attached. Not that I can think of.
I don't think so.
You were talking about who to attach it to.
Who had it in their inventory?
My guess would have been Kevin once he finished
Yeah,
it.
Kevin would have had it in his inventory when he finished.
I wouldn't have had the space for it in my inventory.
And I would have taken it. That's 100%.
Okay, so the Enyo module is not around then.
I mean, we know it went out the back with with the rest of the machinery. At least, okay. So
I'm gonna mark down the India module.
All
Is
right.
it only one space?
Yeah,
you said athletics or
Athletics.
athletics, yeah.
I should
so
know because I have a -2 to that.
not acrobatics?
Athletics to start up this climb, this upwards climb.
Yeah, that would definitely be athletics.
Am I doing typing in
Is
stuff?
Miria making athletics too?
Is Nuria starting to climb towards the
Welcome
back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you in the back are starting to climb towards the back, also make athletics checks.
Okay.
Are we
We'll
climbing up?
Yeah.
Like basically vertically?
Yeah, nearly at this point.
Can Katara carry Muriel? Got a plus full strength.
Can Can Katara just carry everybody?
Wait, we have to make strength checks?
Athletics checks if you're
Athletics.
if you're climbing. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, why the +1?
Because Miria has the +1 in strength.
Oh, because you used acrobatics last time, or?
Yeah, last time
I
was
used dexterity last time.
yeah, last time was dexterity to try and catch
Oh.
yourself, but now if you're climbing up, it's going to be athletics.
Yeah, this is a full-on
Okay,
climb.
okay.
Seriously, have you guys played Uncharted 2? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I
I-
posted in chat already.
Have not played it, but I think I know the scene.
I do not know the scene.
There,
Oh, you don't.
No, I don't.
is
I don't
there a
believe it.
I don't
meme?
know either.
First part,
I was
the first
gonna
thing you
say
do in the
if-
game is crash.
Oh,
Is there a means of some way, shape, or form where Katara can attempt to keep herself close to Miria to help her out through the climb?
I will say, because the two of you were probably on opposite sides of the, or would you have been on the same side of the jet as you were seated?
I
Oh, good.
did say Muriel was sticking close to Katara.
It's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, you two are probably on the same side. So Nuria, you begin your climb, and you, one by one, just like grab hold and try and pull yourself up as best you can. It's not your usual kind of physical activity, being a bit of a lab rat, but you are able to pull yourself up closer to Katara, and pretty much be able to at least be up to her hip height. If you would like to do anything with her.
Does she see anything coming out of her back at all? Like, does she see anything
what's up?
wrong
Is-
with her back? Because
Is it like a piece of glass, like, piecing her back?
Make a perception check. Or medical check.
Like, I'm even better at that.
From where we're sitting, we can see, like in the front of the plane, we can look up at both of them.
Yeah.
I guess how bad do we look?
Physically, or
Yeah, like
you
is there
guys
blood everywhere?
you guys are look pretty beat up. And you are a little, your clothing would be a bit cut in places, or torn, and there would be some like streams of blood in certain areas or bruises. In fact, Kevin, you're feeling quite concussed. You've got a splitting headache, and it is constantly bothering you. And in fact, there's a little bit of a ringing element to it as well. It is demoralizing and draining as you're dealing with this migraine, essentially. But Nuria, you looking up at Katara, it's a bit difficult to get a full diagnosis right now in the midst of this precarious climb. But just taking a brief gander, you do notice that there is some, there's patches of damage all over her outfit, but you do notice that there does look to be a little bit of discoloration in the middle of her back, where she'd indicated she was feeling some pain.
Is it like a bruise, or
it
is it like
seems-
something else?
No, in the clothing, so it looks like it might be
Oh.
soaked through, possibly a wound there or something like that.
Oh, jeez, I think your back's bleeding.
she's like, "Oh, perfect. Thank you. I at least needed to know something about that. We'll get a good look at this when
I'm
we get
not
out of here."
seeing anything sticking out. I'm not seeing anything sticking out, though.
Really? All right, we'll worry about that when we get out. Here, grab my hand. Or
I'll get
like-
I'll get a better look out there.
I'm just gonna see if she can in some way,
Just like heft Nuria up.
heft Nuria up and just start moving up with her.
Okay, are you looking
And
to like piggyback her?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait,
probably- or
what? She's not getting on your back. She just. Well. Hey, she'll go on your back. She's gonna feel really bad about it, though.
Okay, so
8 and
Tara.
7 with Kevin and Mr. G.
Katara, make an athletics check, and this will be simultaneous with Mr. G and Kevin's rolls from earlier.
Okay. You
Please
said
roll
I'm
better
voting.
than this.
Better roll more than an 8,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Somebody
I
needs to
can't-
survive.
I can't
Yeah.
help this. I can't help what roll 20 decides to do here. Okay, 16.
That took forever to come through.
Oh, yeah.
That was weird. All right. 16. So, Nuria gets up on your back and you're just like, "Arr." And it's a bit tough, but with your newfound strength, you feel the ambition and the confidence to go for it. And you and find straps, find dangling wires, find edges of seats, and begin climbing up. You begin getting up to the ramp of the bay doors, essentially. And you're feeling the weight of the harpy begin to tilt along that axis once again as you're bringing the weight of both you and Nuria closer towards the back. And so it begins to lean more in that direction. But then as you do, Kevin and Mr. G begin their climb, reaching for the closest seat towards the cockpit and getting up. Kevin, you start up first. But as you're trying to hoist yourself, you lose your grip and fall back and bump into Mr. G and knock him off his path. And the both of you
Oh no.
clattered down to the bottom. And some of the cockpit glass has actually been broken. I need both of you to make mobility saves.
No, you have to be kidding me.
Oh no. Mr. G, Kevin.
And this too rocks the Harpy 7 a bit.
She's like, shit.
Like, it's like when she says that, he's like literally just got bumped by Kevin and starts falling. He's like, hold on. $22.
Oh.
Okay,
No, I'm at disadvantage. I'm in caution.
that's true. Is
Would that
Kevin,
mean I'd be at disadvantage?
are you in caution as well?
I'm near danger.
No.
You're in
No.
danger.
I'm
near
not in caution.
I'm near danger.
Okay, yeah, if
Oh,
you're in caution,
near danger.
if you're in caution as well, you have disadvantage, yeah.
Well, because remember, caution is at 50%, danger is at 22 or 25%. Nobody rolled below 25%. And I actually realized I'm 1 point above because I rolled a 51.
It's true.
So I'm actually fine.
Oh, you're fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so not caution,
I'm
gotcha.
1 point above caution. I'm 1 point above.
It's still a 15.
Okay. So, both of you plummet towards the cockpit and crash into the glass of the windshield. Mr. G, you roll out of it and narrowly avoid one of the openings in the glass that would have been large enough for you to fall through. You see...
Just like spread my wings real quick and just
Yeah.
to the side.
Quick question. Just in case, does Kevin have his parachute?
Yeah, if you guys had parachutes on from before, you would still have those.
Good. Good to know. I'm
If you
glad.
have a
in
block
case.
of inventory space available to carry it in.
Crap.
He's carrying it in his hand.
Oh, well, there we go.
No.
Oh no.
You guys are right.
Kevin
Dandy.
crashes into the glass afterwards and uncontrollably rolls towards that opening, but Mr. G, you're able to just like catch him before he falls in.
Yep. Just grab him by the arm.
Holy shit, G. Holy shit, G. Holy shit, G. Holy shit, G.
Why does ability
Hurry up.
have to be a
I'm not very
crossbow?
strong. Get up.
So no one's in caution, or is Kevin in caution?
Kevin's in
I'm in
caution.
caution.
Everybody who rolled below 50% on the
That's true. And being
on the dice on the die is in caution.
That is a lie.
That's
I am
technically
not.
not a lie. You
I
just
am
don't
not
care.
talking.
Yeah. You are in caution, but you just don't gain any effects from it.
I don't heed anybody's warning of caution.
So I'm in caution. You're in caution.
What does caution do again?
Disadvantage on mobility saves and checks.
Is it checks as well?
Yeah.
Don't remember. I think it's just saves.
Hold on, I have it right
Yeah.
here.
As Katara's
Yeah, mobility
piggybacking,
checks and mobility saving throws.
Okay, so it's technically a few checks that should have had disadvantage, but that's okay. We'll let that slide for now.
as Neri is piggybacking, she's gonna fire her hyper gun at Kevin.
Okay.
And she's gonna fire a medical injection.
All right, so Kevin, you get stabbed by a little needle, but you get a good feeling afterwards.
And what does that do for me?
Let me roll.
Hey,
16 hit points.
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Hey, I'm not in. I don't think I'm in caution anymore. Hold on, let me see.
Hope you know it.
Hey, you got any of those ability
Oh, I'm
enhancers?
still in caution.
Oh,
Still crafted. Craft.
Well, he's like, thank you.
You're welcome.
But your guys' crash tipped the balance quite a bit. If not for the other two being well onto the other side, it probably would have gone over with that.
Oh man. Should I steroid someone as well?
No, do not do that yet.
Not yet.
Save
You
that.
get advantage.
Yeah, wait for us.
on
Wait for one of
ability
us to die.
saving throws.
I wouldn't. I would save those for. I would personally.
How many do you have?
Save those for fights, but
7.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, no, you're good.
Hit Kevin.
Uh,
I already did something like this round.
No, not combat.
No, it's not combat round.
Yeah, so you guys can pretty much act whenever.
Uh,
Okay,
I
I'll
will
have a
take
bonus
it.
action reload, and she'll put a.
okay.
All right,
Yes,
get going.
bonus
Throw
action, but
in,
whatever.
I will go through and healing factor with Katara real quick though.
Okay, you focus on your healing factor, and as you focus and try to heal yourself, that pain in the center of your back just overrides that sense. You cannot seem to regenerate at the moment.
It's like she's fighting it.
Yeah, essentially.
All right, Kev. Back of the ship's that way.
Okay.
I don't know if I have the strength to do this, G.
Me neither.
Right, who's getting the steroid?
Definitely not Mr. G.
I'd give it to Kevin just because.
Alright.
What
Kevin,
is it?
heads up.
What does the steroid do?
Bonkers stuff.
There's a lot.
Your movement speed is doubled. You have a +2 bonus to AC. You have advantage on mobility saving throws, and an additional action. I don't know how much of those can apply here.
Oh,
but
wait a
you-
minute.
Everything
You have a-
applies here. He just goes to zoom and he's at the top.
It's true, yeah, with that speed and everything.
And extra action every round. Technically, he can make 2 climbing checks. Technically.
Technically.
I still have a -2 to my climbing, though, right?
That's true. You can fail twice as fast.
I know you don't.
Oh wait, one thing to note though is that it's only for a minute, so you
Better get going.
you have a minute to get out of here before.
For a
you
minute, you are
are
turbo.
alive.
So you
Yeah.
could probably get all the way to the top in one go. If you roll well.
Should I roll?
Yeah. Go. Get out.
Go! Get up!
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Oh boy!
Hey,
Oh boy!
there's one.
All right, with
Oh,
that
boy.
with that steroid, your eyes just go wide, and with renewed determination, you get back up onto your feet and just kick off one side of the wall and grab hold of one of the seats and just one by one just book it upwards as fast as you can on the opposite set of seats from Katara. Yeah, like a professional rock climber, you
Screaming
head
the whole time.
upwards, ascending the body, the fuselage of the aircraft as you head up, and you feel the entire aircraft begin to lean back in the opposite direction.
Mr. G just watches him like climbing up and he's like, damn, cool. Oh, well, now that he's gone, I have no use. And he just drops out the front of the aircraft and uses his hookshot to get up the mountain.
What?
You check yourself for your hookshot.
You've got to be shitting me.
No.
Did you lose your hook
You
shot?
don't seem to have your hookshot on your person.
Do my wings still work?
As you drop out and spread out, just you do still
Well,
have your wings.
I was gonna say I'm not jumping if I don't have the hookshot because
Alright.
that's the only thing I'm jumping out for.
All right.
You should check to see if it's in the air, like in the ship.
We're gonna have to.
Check.
Mr. G is not leaving without the hookshot. So now he's on a search mission.
All right, make an investigation check.
Checking everything around him first in the cockpit.
Actually, what's your minimum?
21.
Okay, yeah, it's not in the aircraft.
Moving to the next chamber. Slowly.
All right. You're as in like you're ascending.
Yes.
Make an
From the
athletics check.
hookshot, or from the cockpit into the main area.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no. This is raw.
which at this point, Kevin and Katara, you're both on the latter half of the back end of the harpy. So you all are upsetting the balance, which is keeping it fairly level, but you are pretty much at a point where now you can exit at a time of your choosing.
Nice.
All right, Mr.
Oh,
G.
there, finally showed up for me.
So you start climbing as well, and with your deafness does definitely aid the athletics in you're able to climb up and catch up pretty quickly. One by one, grabbing hold of whatever hand and footholds you can. There's little sparks of electricity from some of the bare wiring. But eventually you get up as well, and it's actually a lot easier given how it's starting to... It's a lot more even than it was before.
So we can effectively walk.
It's still a bit of a climb. It's like a 45-degree
And
angle now
Okay.
instead of almost 90-degree angle.
We must be stuck on something then.
It's more
Still looking.
climb than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a slope. All right, still looking around, checking all the what is now close to be the walls that are now the floor.
Yeah, with your investigation, you're pretty readily able to tell that it's not around.
Checking the rest, like just looking around the rest of the ship.
No, it's not. It's not on board the aircraft.
All right. I have a free inventory slot.
You were.
Checking my pockets. What else am I missing?
That seems to be the only thing you're missing. You did wake up essentially looking right out and opening in the cockpit, and your gravity was pulling you that way.
Do I see the bottom of the cliff?
Visibility would be... Well, at this point, does everybody exit out of the aircraft?
Yeah.
Seeing that there's nothing else, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there is flat ground on the other side. And as you guys
far?
get out, it seems to balance out. Yeah.
So now it's just like on the edge.
Essentially, just teetering precariously on the edge. But if you go around and look at the cliffside, it's like a sheer drop, essentially, that the Harpy 7 is right on the edge of. Looking down, you see it goes on and then out of eyesight given the storm. So yeah, in these conditions, you have about 60 feet of visibility all told. It's lightly obscured after 30 feet, and then heavily obscured after 60 feet, to put it in mechanical terms.
Yeah.
As soon as they're off, Neria immediately hops up with Katara and is like, Katara, coat off now.
She's
I
like,
need to
yep,
see your back.
yep, this hurts.
Now I just want to play Uncharted.
So she takes off. She just kind of takes off her like coat.
Okay. Yeah, you take off your coat, and it is frigid out here, but you let her take a closer look. And Nuri, you can see there is a bit of a tear in all the clothing right in the center of her back where there looks to be some sort of puncture wound from which she's bleeding. And nothing's sticking out of it, so whatever it is must be deep inside.
Oh, jeez. Be ready.
Yep. She's like, how's it look?
Not good. I think there's something in there.
Oh, good. That's good to know. That's
Hold on. Can you lean up against the jet?
No. It's like I would rather lay in the snow.
I just need you against a flat surface.
That's
You
fine.
need me to hold her down?
Not to be offensive, but I'm not sure how much you'd help.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get that.
Paralyzed. No.
Alright, I don't really have that many tools on me, but pulls
Yeah,
out some gloves.
In fact, you check yourself, and you do seem to be short your medkit.
What?
What?
Kit!
Oh my. Okay. What is Katara missing?
Checking your pockets, searching your inventory. You don't seem to be missing anything.
Oh my lord. Okay.
And she's gonna go look back in the jet, and just like kind of peek her head in.
Make a perception
Is
check.
it in there?
Although, Mr.
Yeah,
G, I'll
well,
say, in your investigation, you didn't find anybody else's items in the in the vehicle.
Oh no, I don't know if
He is
I'm
thorough.
gonna,
What was
still
that?
Try.
Oh,
He is
he was-
thorough.
I was thinking of Henry David Thoreau for some reason.
He's definitely not Henry David Thoreau.
21.
No, you don't see it amongst all the debris and whatnot that is in there.
When Nuria comes back out from the hull, the freaking halved ship, G is just gonna look at her and go, "What's it in there?"
What did you say?
What's it
What's
in there?
in there?
I can't find my med kit. It's not in here.
You're just gonna look over the edge and just be like, "It's probably down there."
How are we supposed to get down there?
I know how I can get down there. I don't know about the rest of you.
Katara just kicks the snow.
I think we just have to move on, guys.
Jesus. Not happy.
G is going to try his watch.
Your watch?
Yes. Can I get a signal on it?
Signal is spotty out here, especially with the storm raging.
Any way I can get connection to Mr. Fox?
You try, but doesn't seem like you're reaching that far.
Mhm.
Of course.
I'm assuming it's the same with all of our communications devices.
Communications, you give it some tests. You seem to be able to communicate with one another at a pretty short range.
How about that Enyo?
I think we established that Chauncey has that.
That's
Then
true.
we'd know if Chauncey was nearby.
Yes, speaking of, but meanwhile, with Chauncey, you've burst out of the snow in your particular location.
Did Enya get crushed?
The NEO module still seems to be there and intact.
Why did you jump out? Yeah.
I didn't. I fell. I was going to jump, but I fell.
Semantics.
With style.
I do not see anyone nearby.
Well, that'd be because you're in a module. I don't see shit either.
I have a camera.
Yeah, I'm looking around at it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, cool. Didn't realize.
That is not important.
You have any
Let's
other?
find the others.
How far can you see? Because I can't see very far. Assuming, right? It's still like
Yeah,
crap
yeah,
sight for me. Like really
Pretty much.
crap sight for me though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like everything's cold, so the thermal's not gonna work.
Hmm.
And then a rangefinder's not gonna work because it's gonna be all clouded. And the fact that I can pull it off and see nothing. Like,
And you're just gonna try Bluetooth the others.
All right. Mr. G, as you're running through your tests, you do hear a faint signal coming through from nearby.
You gonna press that button?
And anyone me.
It's a little broken
Does it
up,
help?
but you do hear that.
Oh, got comms.
And here.
All right, sounds like Endo's glitching. They're dead. No, there's no way to tell which direction a signal's coming from.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
He's just gonna start
Wait, are we
walking
down
in.
the? Wait, are we in the cliff? Like Enyo and Chauncey?
Mr. G is just gonna start walking in a direction, see if it gets better or worse, and then adjust his course if it's better, and then or keep that course if it's better, and adjust if it's worse, and then keep doing that until he can triangulate which direction to go.
Okay.
And he's good, and he's willing to just go, like just start walking too. He's just like got a signal and just starts walking in a direction.
So yeah, okay. So you're gonna be moving around and try and triangulate. So you just keep them talking, essentially.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say,
Hold on. Doing this as a test too, he's gonna tell everybody he's gonna start walking, and he's just gonna keep talking about whatever. He's just gonna start speaking and keep going. He wants to know at what point that he can't be heard.
Okay. From the
And
others
can hear him?
that are
From the
nearby to
others,
you.
from like how far is yelling distance in the storm?
Right. So, all right, make an investigation check, I suppose, for all this.
Minimum 21.
Okay, I still have it to roll. Okay. You don't quite get to discern what your distance is for the, for your shouting distance, essentially, from the rest of your party. It's a little inconsistent, so you're not quite sure what the result's going to be. But as far as triangulating a position for the others, you do get the sense that, from your testings, that it is in the direction off the cliff face.
And he's just gonna like go right up to the cliff face and just like, hello? just like get up to the cliff face and like look over and go, hello?
Amongst all the wind and storm, your voice doesn't carry too far. But meanwhile,
Well, I mean, like getting his headset over so to see if the
I
signal
see.
is just clear.
to Chauncey and Enyo, it's fairly clear.
That's right.
when I look around, do I see this big cliff and a plane on it?
You do not see that immediately. Although, what you do notice immediately, being Chauncey, is that you're feeling quite lightweight.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
No, you're still all done up in the suit.
I was gonna say, if he lost a suit, like
But
I think he's cut in half.
yeah, the suit feels lightweight to you anyway, given the robotics involved. But
Wait.
giving yourself a pat down, you don't seem to have any of your firearms on you. I suppose
Any of my firearms.
Ennio, I suppose, being the one with the clear view all the time that was just attached to you during the whole fall, would have noticed some of them flying from his person throughout the fall.
All of my guns are gone.
Seems like it.
I remember seeing them falling alongside us.
Did
Actually,
you
wait.
record the trajectory? Because, like, if we fell straight down, that means so did they. They got to be around here somewhere.
Hey, so Enya's not alive. So when they hit the ground, would she have still been conscious the whole time?
No, not necessarily. You're pretty much just always on.
That's what I mean. Like, would she have seen the whole thing even when they hit the ground? Like, when Chauncey was on the ground, knocked out, would she have still been aware of everything around?
Yeah, probably. You don't really need rests anymore.
Does that mean she knows, like, where, if things fell nearby?
They would have gone outside your visibility during the fall,
Oh.
so you wouldn't have seen specifically, but you got kind of some idea that you could kind of piece together of the direction they might have fallen in, but they did spread out quite a bit.
I might know where a few are.
Oh, point me in a direction. We gonna need those.
She'll do her best to navigate.
Okay. I'll say then, Chauncey, you can make either an investigation or a survival check,
Ooh.
whichever you'd prefer.
No, I might do survival. I don't think I've done that.
Whichever's higher. And I'll say
The exact same.
Okay.
But I'm going to call it survival.
All right. With Ennio's help, I'll say you get advantage as well.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, 20.
20.
All right. Dirty 20. So, yeah, you take a good handful of minutes. The cold is quite intense, and the storm, the intensity of it comes and goes, but she leads you around the general area. After a brief bit of walking, you do find your saw sticking out like a spear in the snow.
Okay.
You walk a bit.
That's one.
You walk a bit more. A little bit past that, you see coming into the edge of your visibility, just a sheer, natural-looking ice wall that seems, as you get closer to it, to be like the edge of a cliff face. And looking up it just goes on further than your sight goes.
Like, I'm looking. So I'm in like a valley of sorts.
Essentially.
Okay.
And you seem to have found the
Yeah,
one edge of it. But you continue.
We're at the bottom of the cliff area.
Yeah, you continue going on, searching for a good long while. Altogether, it takes you maybe 20, 30 minutes, just sweeping across the area. But thankfully, your rather dark tactical weapons stand out as soon as they come within visibility to, amidst all the white snow. You do find a few pieces of like debris and whatnot that like set off false alarms. We're like, this is just a piece of metal that's sticking out of the ground.
Plane.
But eventually, given that length of time, you do gather one by one. You find a magnum, another magnum, find the Hydra, eventually gather them all, and kind of make a note of the direction that cliff face was in as a sort of landmark, but you do ultimately go away from it in order to gather all of them.
Now, is there anything else that I've stumbled across? Like,
Yeah, does he find anything else?
Like a hook shot, med pack, anything like that. You know, anything random just laying around. I'm kicking through all the debris.
You do not find anything of the sort in this vicinity.
Med kit.
I'm going to attach Inyo to one of my magnums for now, just in case we ever need to use it.
All right. You take one end of the sort of
The rhino,
that's
specifically.
stabilizing arm. You take the rhino and just attach that to the muzzle, and you could feel that little bit of almost gimbal-like assist.
Like, because I'm just now assuming that, like, I have the saw on the Vanguard arm whenever I fire up Vanguard. I'm carrying around the Hydra. Or no, I have the Hydra on the Vanguard arm. I'm carrying around the saw. Inya's kind of just dangling from my hip with a magnum in her hand. Well, as her main weaponry. So I'm just like, just got weapons now hanging off of me. I am a mobile mech at the moment.
A Christmas tree of guns.
Yeah, and then there's just another revolver, magnum, in its holster. Is that like okay? Like not to like? Can I attach a gun to the Vanguard mode without firing off Vanguard mode? It's still counting as my inventory.
Flavorfully, yeah. Like you could just have it resting on your shoulder.
Okay, that's what I want, flavor-wise.
Yeah, because that's just cosmetic, essentially.
Okay. Well, Inyo, where are we going from here?
She's gonna try locate wherever the strongest signal to Mr. G is.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, so you guys play Marco Polo. So I'll say, given Mr. G's prior check, played Marco Polo for a bit, you two are able to, again, kind of triangulate and get to the part of the cliff that is closest to where they would be at.
I believe they are up here.
How do we get up there, though?
I do not know.
Cue the appearance of the hook shot. Oh, if only.
Curious med kit.
All right, guys. I found Chauncey and Enyo
Where are they?
They're all right.
right there.
He's just
Kevin
looking off the
does-
cliff.
Wait, down there?
Kevin just curses. Oh, come on.
Well, we climbed up, didn't we? We can go back down.
Does he have my
Nope,
med kit?
we're not. I
Hey
refuse.
guys, did you find and just listing off things we're missing?
All right. Chauncey,
I only found my stuff.
if you would like to take a look, you can make a investigation check. Or survival.
Survival. I should have went investigation.
I was gonna say, can Enya give advantage as like an extra set of eyes?
Sure.
Yay!
Just like last time. Okay, 14.
Not much better.
You give a look around, searching the immediate vicinity, but with all the snow that's kicking up and whatnot, they're around here. You don't seem to find them.
Oh, nope. Show luck, I guess.
I need my med kit.
Nope.
But actually, as you come back to that part of the cliff face that is closest to them, you do stub your toe on something that you, after a moment of like kicking it lightly out of the ground, you do notice the handle of something sticking out, and brushing it off a bit, you do see the handle and trigger end of what looks to be a pistol of some sort, but with a little coil bit wrapped under the barrel.
What in the hell kind of space weapons is this? Investigate it further. Have I seen it in anybody else's hands at any
Yeah,
prior
you've
time?
probably seen it in Mr. G's hands.
I believe that is his hook shot. I hope I was just yeah.
Hookshot. I now reattach to that to Inyo. Inyo module.
Okay.
You hold on to this. I'll take my gun back.
Understood.
Would it give? Because it gives you a 10 to roll it. Did that help at all with using it?
The hook shot? No, yeah, that wouldn't help.
I mean, like, because like if Inyo's using the hook shot,
It's
I'm
basically-
using my body. I'm almost giving us a secondary latch.
Well, to be clear,
Like,
to be
a
clear,
harness.
She can't use it.
Oh.
I was gonna say, to be clear, Enyo isn't providing like an extra arm or anything. She's just a stabilizer for an already existing arm.
Oh, never mind. Then keep the pistol. Here, keep the revolver.
Yeah, so if she's attached to a weapon, you still have to be holding that weapon. But
Oh, she's grabbing like my wrist almost to assist the wrist in stability. in a
essentially,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it
okay.
like attaches to the weapon, but you still have to have control over the weapon to move it at all. She's just helping with your movements.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, she's gonna just hold on to the right of it.
Yeah, if you need I could get you the thing on the card for the hook shot if you would like it to.
I think
the time
I
being.
have it. Oh, the hook shot. Yeah. Let me get the hook shot one.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be difficult with this mouse. You know, I'm just gonna do it manually. There we go. I don't know if that pops up on your screen, but it should be in your journal now.
Hook shot. There it is. It just goes into the journal.
Okay, yeah. Normally I can drag it to you and it would pop up on your screen and go in your journal, but my mouse is dying.
Stupid mouse.
Do you guys have like I'm able to communicate with the team? Right?
Yeah, at this
Through
distance, you and Enyo both can pretty clearly communicate through your Bluetooth or what have you, radio, phone.
Does anybody up there have a firearm?
Yes.
Wait, I know. Can Katara Katara light herself on fire for a second?
I'm sorry?
Be the beacon of light. I need to know where you guys are.
Mr.
She's
G
not-
just gonna look over and say, Katara Chauncey wants to set you on fire.
No, I want her to light herself on fire.
Sorry, Katara Chauncey wants you to light yourself on fire.
No.
Can
No.
you flame spray that shit that you usually do?
He needs fire.
I need some kind of beacon of light.
Yeah, she'll come over like she'll come over, but not like super close to the edge because I got 15 foot.
Right.
Oh,
So you're just gonna flame spray over the edge?
yeah, just
With
Alright.
my thermal, do I see the heat signature of that flame?
What's the range on the thermal vision again?
Oh, let me see. Infrared. Or yeah, it's infrared. 60 foot of dark vision.
Okay, you don't quite see that, especially with the blizzard that is just too thick to even see beyond after 60 feet as well.
Here's an idea. I have an idea. Now, you might not have a light signature, but what about sound?
Hey!
I was gonna just fire one of my guns. Or my gun, period.
Let's try it.
Alright.
Don't shoot straight down.
Yeah, of course. Kevin's just gonna fire his AW is IAW, or his rifle. He's gonna fire it into the air.
All right.
Arctic warfare. Hey.
So mark off a round as you
Yep, I just did.
fire a bullet upwards. Chauncey, you hear it crack in the distance above you.
Can I discern whether it's further down the cliff face? Like if I have to walk, or is it like almost straight up?
Perception check.
Well,
Situational awareness?
Sure, since this is technically detecting a person.
15.
Okay, yeah, it seems pretty nearby. You don't see any muzzle flash or anything, but you do, just judging off the sound and the way it echoes around here, it's pretty much just up and to your right maybe a little bit, but very, very close in terms of alignment. But it's
up.
Yeah, but it's far it's far up though.
No, it's far up. Guys, it's pretty far up there, I think. Either you guys gotta come down to me, or we gotta try to find a way to meet up with each other somewhere else.
Well, you said you didn't find anything down there, right?
Actually, I found this weird-looking, space-age looking fucking gun. I'm pretty sure it's your hook shot.
G jumps off the cliff.
All right. So G, you dive off.
Yep, and it's like full, just like.
Yeah, and spread
Just like-
out your wingsuit and begin gliding downwards.
Just gonna start spiraling down.
All right.
Assassin's Creed leap of faith.
Yeah.
Kevin's like, don't stay here.
All right. So you eventually spiral down and find yourself to the bottom of the cliff face.
Ah! Oh man, everything's white here. That ground came way faster than I thought.
You are within sight distance of Chauncey and Enya.
Hey!
They're a bit
Yep.
obscured on the edge of your vision, but you do see them.
I recognize that big metal beast of a man.
I'm just staring up the cliff like, he said he was coming down.
Hey. Yep.
Hey, there he is.
All right. I want to try something. I don't know if this will work. Can I borrow that?
What?
My hook shot.
Sure, you can have it.
Be right back. And I'm gonna see if I can hook shot back up to the top.
All right. I'll say, given the way the hookshot functions and given your wingsuit as well, you could probably pretty easily just like zip up a full 60 feet against the cliff face and kick off, hover for a second, then shoot another 60 feet up.
Oh hell yeah! Batman ziplining. from
Yeah,
Arkham?
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
All right.
Because all the ice is pretty solid. You're always gonna have a grip there against that against that cliff.
All right. Well, I want to try to see if I hook shot against the wall. I know it can hold my weight. How much weight do I think it can hold?
What, the hook shot?
Yeah.
I mean, the hook shot can drag pretty big creatures, but it's going to be mostly on the
Fair.
stability of yourself and the surface you're standing on.
All right. I'm getting back to the top.
All right. Now that you've traversed both up and down, you reckon
60 feet increments.
Yeah, in 60 feet increments. You reckon the cliff is maybe about 200 feet from top to bottom.
Holy, that's a big cliff. How does 200 feet straight up sound to everybody?
Oh, that's what it's 200 feet.
I'm fairly certain. 200-ish, give or take 60.
Wait, you got your hook shot?
Oh, by the way, Chauncey found my hook shot.
Did you find the med kit?
Didn't see a med kit anywhere, and I looked.
Did you look?
I did.
He did not, in fact, look.
Mr. G was lying out of his ass.
Deception check.
Minimum 20.
I'm gonna insight that.
Feel free to.
Man, he thanked her for a lot of things, but like, I mean, still lying. Oh no, I need to get a nat 20 to pass this.
That's a 5% chance.
No!
21.
You know what?
21's pretty good.
Like,
For trying, Mr. G's like, no, Chauncey didn't say he found anything.
Don't blame it on the big guy. Huh?
We'll get down, then we'll start searching. But we need to get down there first.
Are you sure we need to get down there?
why do we need to go down?
What direction is the tower? That's the question here.
Which direction? Well, let's see. We were flying away from the tower.
You were.
So okay, hold on. If this is the cliff face, we're flying away. So it is in the direction. We need to get him up.
Mr. G, make a survival check.
That's not good.
Oh no!
I'll say this could be an intelligence survival check in this particular case.
9.
Alright, never mind.
Oof. No idea where the tower is. Actually,
Hold on a minute.
the Harpy's fully wrecked, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it looks... Obviously,
Its
it
systems are
wasn't...
down?
Yeah, it looks pretty damaged. It's definitely not going to be airborne without serious repairs. But it wasn't reduced to 0 hit points, so it's technically still got some functionality to it.
So I can turn it on.
In theory, if you can...
I'm good.
You can
I'm
do
gonna
so
need you
without
guys to-
crashing it.
I'm gonna need you guys to sit on the edge of this plane really quick.
We need to go back in?
Yep.
Well, as long as it's on the edge.
Yeah, me and that plane. We're both kindred spirits.
It's so mean.
You know, I could have rolled a survival check, right?
We're on the edge.
Certainly an edgy thing to say.
That was so good.
Does anybody know where the tower is? Before I have to climb into this ship and turn it on.
Give me a sec.
You're on survival.
Probably not.
No,
Pretty good.
yeah, I mean,
A direction? Do we have an 80-degree direction we can go in? Is it down or?
I'll have Miriam
I
roll
will
it
say
too.
Kevin knows enough because he doesn't exactly know all the information of like the direction you were bound for and whatnot, and the
Oh, right, she doesn't know.
that was all mostly Mr. G knowledge. But Kevin, you are readily able to discern what general direction you were headed in, given that you were heading away and the nose is hanging off the cliff. That you should be heading further inland on this higher elevation.
So we didn't. Okay, just making sure we didn't split or spin or anything like that.
So here's the thing, Mr. G. He needs to get up here because we're headed. He points backwards. That way.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, jumps off the cliff again.
I like how Mr. G can just do that. And
Yeah,
me too.
this is the end game. So you,
So, like... No, that wouldn't work.
what?
So... Snow is water.
That's
so
correct.
if you get a cryo bomb, Mr. G jumps down with a cryo bomb. He starts freezing the snow. he makes a pathway as he's falling down.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't think it works like that.
I think it works like that.
So you fly down, or glide down.
I glide down. I fall with style.
All right.
I Buzz Lightyear.
More like a flying squirrel.
Get back down to Chauncey, and it's just like, well, big man, we're gonna need to go up. I think that's the direction we need to head.
All right, good luck.
Yep.
Let me know
Coming
how it
with
goes.
Can he?
Oh.
Can he?
I don't know how to get up there.
Help boost? Like.
He's just gonna be like, I've got a hook shot.
Yeah, it helps you. Do you think you can lift this big burly man up that thing?
Apparently this thing is rated for about that size.
All right, let's go.
Let's try it. He does weigh like twice, maybe 3 times the weight of a normal person. Would
Yeah,
he have to just use it himself without me? Because I was gonna help everybody, like basically carry, and then they would just be like they'd be on me or holding me. I'd be holding them or whatever. But if he were to get up, he would just have to use it and go all the way up.
In theory, you could.
I think you'd have to get on his back or something.
Well, I'm currently worried about the weight.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair. Okay.
Because he weighs like 800 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't weigh that much, so I can still use the hook shot and kind of have you holding onto my back like a parachute.
That's what I was saying.
It might mess up your gliding suit, but only for the minute that it takes us to pop a new thing off. I could also rocket boost once I get my feet planted.
Oh,
So-
that's a good.
We
like
are
that.
now going to be
I
a
like that.
contraption.
Yes, we're gonna do this. This is it. This is what it was all building towards.
This is the Operation Piggyback
Suck
you
it.
never thought you were gonna do.
But first,
This was what, the spider?
yeah,
Spider tactic?
Come in with your guns on Chauncey's back.
but first, Mr. G is gonna sweep the area
This area?
for any fallen items.
In your investigation's well over 20, right?
21.
Yeah, so looking around. Yikes.
What the
Come on,
heck
parade.
is going
Let's
on?
go.
Looking
Yeah,
around.
Parade.
You do not seem to find any more fallen items this side of the cliff. Just in this immediate vicinity, looking around, sweeping out a bit further.
Yeah. All right, we're good.
Dude, Neria is sad on both.
Sad scrawny.
That's scrawny. She's sad scrawny.
Let's go. We're gonna rocket boost. Shot
explain.
glide.
Word the plan.
Chauncey suddenly feels like Samus Aran.
Does that make Mr.
Up
G
do the damn thing.
rocket boost, hook shot, glide?
So Chauncey has
20
the hook
feet
shot.
straight up. Yes.
I have the hook shot. Mr. G is now like snapping himself around me with a bear grip.
You're like holding on to all the like mechanical exoskeleton
Yeah.
stuff along his back. He's
Yeah.
like gripping onto that. Provides a nice robotic kind of handle for you to get a grip on.
We are the freaking Power Rangers right now. Because like I literally have pieces controlled by other things on me. And now you just assembled into the back piece to give me wings.
Hell yeah.
This is the super suit. It just takes 3 people to operate.
We are the Titan.
Give us intercontinental ballistics missiles. Let's go.
Throw a guitar on here and it's game over.
Right? We're just gonna get on her shoulders.
Welcome to
We
the
got
Clancy
this.
sword. Alright, so Mr. G's on the back. Chauncey's got the hook shot. and you're looking to do a running, boosted rocket jump, and then launch the hook shot.
Yes, and then like whenever it reels us in, I want to put my feet like I'm repelling, but reverse. So I'm a repel, I'm plant my feet, I'm a boost, detach. He's gonna flip his wings, and I'm gonna reattach another hook shot. We're just gonna
Wait, so
all the way up this thing.
as he extends his wings, how is he still going to be holding on to you? Just like with his legs?
Oh.
You're just gonna like
I thought they were
jujitsu
just like
grip
grip
him?
they were there. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it's like a
Because it's a
wingsuit.
wingsuit, yeah.
Yeah, because he's got to
I
spread
have
his
to
arms out.
Feet around the waist.
Not him to the Vanguard arm.
No, that's true. That's true. Mr. G can just legs around the waist. Yeah, like in a jujitsu mount.
Like a pterodactyl. He's got me like a pterodactyl.
And here's holding one as well.
This is the jankest plan you guys have come up with all campaign.
This is the best plan. The
This is
entire
the
campaign
best
led to
plan.
this moment.
It really,
100 needed it.
it really
Go.
kind of did when you think about it, with the natural escalation of your plans and Chauncey riding things, and
This time, Chauncey's getting ridden.
it was only a matter of time.
I really want to know what the actual correct way to do this was.
There is no correct way. Only this way.
The
This is the
expected
way.
way.
This is the way.
To be honest,
The expected way would have been me to use the hook shot to begin with. Not Mr. G come down.
I will tell
with
you
it.
this right now, just a little peek behind the curtains. The expected way was everybody stayed on the plane and no one was on this side of the cliff. So this is your fault. This is your
It was
fault.
me not to go rogue.
Wait, what?
The expected way was me not to fall out the plane.
I did not write Chauncey falling off to this side of the cliff. Well, okay, so Chauncey, you got
Yeah.
Mr. G on your back, light as a feather,
Let's go.
and you get a running start. You back away from the cliff face, get a running start, and then jump, rocket boost, gives you a little bit of a boost upwards, giving you some momentum. Fire the hook shot up 60 feet, and bzzz, you get pulled up to that point in the cliff face. Kick off. Mr. G, you spread out your wings. I'll say Chauncey athletics check to see if this all works out, because you're pretty much all of it's falling on you. The main maneuvers.
I assist.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you assist.
No need.
Do it anyways.
All right. So advantage
20.
or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I was fine without
Yeah,
your
that was you.
assistance.
That was you.
All right. So you,
I'm flipping the,
you get
flop
pulled,
it in the wind in the back.
you get pulled up and kick off. Mr. G, you spread for one moment, just enough for him to reel it back in and shoot another shot, and pulling you. And you tuck the wings in to get rid of the air resistance, and smoothly, somehow, this, whatever you want to call whatever this is, this organism that you have melded together to form.
we are legit just wall jumping.
Yeah, you have discovered platforming strats. And just zip up.
We have
and
learned a new feature.
60
What do you mean
feet
you
at a
guys don't
time.
have platforming? What do you mean you guys don't have 3D platforming in your D&D game?
Rocket jump, wing spread, zip line, and one shot at a time start making your way up until finally the rest of you see coming over the cliff face straight up with wings spread, this angel of Chauncey and Mr. G comes straight up over the cliff face and then glide down to your level. It's beautiful.
I can't believe that actually worked.
What are you talking about? You need more faith.
Kevin is just dumbfounded. He's just staring at this.
All right. That direction. Oh, there is no, I didn't find your med kit.
Does Neria at least have some, like plastic gloves?
Well, you do have your chemical resistant gloves, don't you?
Well, like, does she just have some, like, plastic?
Nitrile gloves.
Something like that would probably be in your med kit.
She doesn't want to get her chem resistance, buddy.
Would Kevin have any, like, electrical gloves or something?
Probably not.
I figured maybe it would be in his tool.
Is Kevin? Yeah.
I don't think there's anything of that sort in the
In
Tinker's tools.
for an electrician.
Is
Let me
Kevin
double
missing
check.
anything?
He's got a splitting
Check
headache.
what's in the chemical.
Oh, right, yeah.
What does it have? A beaker, laboratory. Oh, it doesn't have gloves.
I have gloves.
She wants to put her hands at Katara's back, and she doesn't want to.
Oh, yeah. Tactical fingerless gloves.
Wait, if you don't mind them being bloody afterwards.
They're always bloody.
Also, there's probably a bunch of bacteria on that
Wait, no.
gloves.
Were you trying to cut her open?
She's already cut open. She's trying to pull out whatever's in her back out.
Is there a contusion?
She's got a hole in her back.
What is there
Just
a
don't see it?
contusion?
I don't know what that word means.
It's just like a cut, like a broken skin.
It was a it was like a puncture.
Oh
wound?
no, not a contusion. A contusion is something else. That's a bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she had
there
like
is
a puncture wound in her back.
So there is a okay.
That's why it's like Neria wants to try and get whatever's in there out, but she doesn't want to use like she wants to use fresh gloves.
Well, I mean, you get it out. She can survive until you find fresh gloves, right?
Wait, what?
If you get it out, she'll be able to survive until you find some fresh gloves.
The gloves are for so I don't get blood all over my hand when I get it out.
That's
The gloves won't matter once it's out.
Can you walk?
Can I walk?
I mean, it sucks, but yeah.
Because I do have scissors and pliers.
Because, like, if I could just listen. If I could just shove my hand through my sternum and put it all the way to my back and just find it and take it out myself, I would. But this hurt. And I
Yeah, I've
can't
seen that
do
movie.
You know? Wait, what?
What?
Oh, actually, it's a lot of movies. But can't do
Wait.
that.
So Chauncey's just now coming into this situation. What's wrong?
I have something's my back is hurting like a
Just
lot.
turn around. That's easier.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Here, just take a look at it.
By looking at it, what do I know?
You know that's a wound.
But like, does it look like there's anything I can just grab?
No, nothing's sticking out. There's just this puncture wound in her back that she's bleeding a bit from.
Well, I mean, if you're afraid of getting blood on your hands, just let me do it.
No, I'm not. So, gee, I'm a biologist.
So stick your hand in her.
But the bacteria! I don't want to give her an
I just-
infection!
I trust.
I've seen her get shot in the shoulder. I don't think bacteria are welcome in her body.
Wasn't her arm blown off?
Yeah.
He just looked at Nuria.
She what? Nobody told me that story.
Katara looks over at Jean is just like,
We're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, I got my arm nearly blown off in my own house.
Stick your arm in her.
Okay, fine, but I'm wearing my gloves. She
like
just
this.
has her chem-resistant gloves on.
All right.
Like, go for it. I'll lay down. Just. Oh,
This is
God.
probably the dirtiest surgery I've ever done.
Welcome to the field.
It's gonna suck, but let's do it.
All right.
Can I just let you borrow my tactical gloves because they already got blood on them? I'm sure.
It's not even worse.
That's even worse!
Let's
Not for Neria. She's
Eric.
worried about herself getting bacteria.
That's worse for Katara!
Guitar's
No, it
fine.
doesn't care.
What? Okay, wait, I need to look at what she has again. I'm trying to... This is weird. Okay. What did G say he had? He said he had some stuff, right?
I have scissors and pliers.
Could I borrow your pliers?
Here.
At this
I've
point,
got scissors. I got a bolt cutter.
At this point, you all
I
have been
don't-
out in the freezing cold for a while. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Actually, speaking of that, I see the harpy. Right? I just see it like teetering on the cliffside.
Yep. I feel like we're like all huddled in its shadow, basically, right now. Like whichever side of the wind. Well, I guess I don't know if the wind's omnidirectional, but whichever side the wind's like blowing at, we're on the other side.
Constitution. Oh yeah, I have efficiency.
But I do see the harpy 7 like hanging off the cliff right at this
Yeah.
moment, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like walk around it and look at it a little bit while I'm trying to warm up just to stay moving.
Mm,
Do you still need me to make the Constitution
Serious
roll?
good.
yeah. Everybody still makes.
Set saving throw, right?
Yep.
Wait, what are we doing a saving throw for?
Constitution
This
saving.
is for environment.
From being
It's
out
for
in the
what?
frigid cold.
Environment. Yeah, the cold.
Oh, Constitution, huh? Okay.
Okay. You all managed to bear the cold. We'll have Katara roll when Mel gets back. But don't seem to incur any negative effects besides being just freezing right now.
When I'm investigating the harpy, does it look like it's like able to be pulled back, like to where it won't fall off the cliff?
Perhaps with a large enough machine.
I have a winch.
You have a hook shot, sir, that I'm still holding on to.
We have a winch.
But isn't it on the front? Where do we have a winch at?
It's a hook shot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna hook shot to the ship, and then I was just going to like pull back on it with my airy suit. So, if worst case scenario, the plane decides to go over the cliff, I can just detach the hook shot, and just be like, all right, cool, never mind.
Welcome back.
Welcome
So
back.
we lost the plane.
Gee.
Make a Constitution
I'm just saying,
save.
like, if
Oh, what did the plane fall?
No.
not yet, about to.
Oh, okay.
But everybody had to make a Constitution save, so go ahead and roll a Constitution save with Katara. Just from the searing, biting cold. You all have been out for a while now.
Oh yeah, easy.
I'm fairly certain she can live out here.
So like, the
Wait, can you live out here?
Neria's-
Yeah, sorry.
Like, so Neria's got Katara on the ground. She's got like she's probably like sitting on Katara, just try to keep her down and steady. Kind of like kneeling down on her. And she's got these pliers. She's got her gloved hands. She's gonna try go in.
All right. Go ahead and make a medical check.
Katara is gonna do her best to tank this.
This would be a great time for a nat 20. That's not a nat 20.
Try not to
That's
squirm.
16 though.
I'll say, make a Constitution save, Katara.
$19.
Okay, yeah, you clench yourself, and it is a deep pain as she begins going into that wound with her gloves and her tools and separating a bit of the skin. You dig around, and you, after a few minutes of trying, you do seem to locate whatever piece of shrapnel might be dug in there. It's like, but it's quite deep, and you aren't quite able to get it before Katara has to take a break. But Katara, you tank through it well enough. But that attempt was unsuccessful.
Did you
Ready to
find
go
it?
again? I found it, but I couldn't get a hold of it.
Okay. Anybody need to warm up? I can like spray the air with fire, and you guys can just warm up that way real quick.
Is there anything flammable in the harpy?
There's lots of wires, some scraps, some chairs. Some of the material
Chairs
might be
have cushion?
flammable. Yeah, the cushion chairs.
I want to make a little chair fire real quick.
Ooh, I think what I'll have Katara do is she's gonna pick an area of the snow, and it's just gonna like kind of flame it down a little bit, so like the snow melts, so there's a clear pile where you can put stuff in, and
Okay.
then like start making like a little campfire thing right there.
All right.
So that way it's not all dug into the snow. It's like a nice clear spot.
Okay, so you melt away a patch of ice and snow. And Mr. G, you could take your katana to one of the seats and start digging out some of the cushions and dissecting
Using this like freaking badass blade as a crowbar.
it.
Just like
Aw, yeah.
Once that fire is set up, and whenever Katara is ready, Nuri will go for a round 2.
All right. So yeah, you all are able to set up some of this material in this pit, and Katara, with your flame spray, it's not any problem to get a flame going. It takes some time, given the weather you're fighting against, threatening to blow it out, but you all are able to provide a good cover around it, and after a few attempts, it finally catches and gets a little bit of a fire going.
Then pretty much with that, after that gets going, she's like, all right, hopefully this should keep people warm for a little bit.
It already feels a little better.
Let's get this
Alright.
going then.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it as quick as I can.
Don't worry, it takes time. These things happen. There's the first time for everything. This is what people feel like in Hellraiser. Oh man.
All right.
Hellraiser?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Nuri, you can make another medical check if you would like. Katara, another
31,
Constitution save.
25.
Ooh.
30.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Katara, you grit your teeth, and with your supernatural endurance, manage to resist the pain enough that it doesn't do anything debilitating to your system as Nuria digs around with these makeshift tools for that, the whatever's causing this injury. Eventually, given some time, it gets pretty deep in there, causing a pretty acute pain in your back. But you endure for a moment longer and tolerate this pain as she gets a grip with her tool on what feels like a solid chunk inside there. And Nuri, as you pull it out, you pull out what looks to be this metal shard. Must have been just a little tiny 1-inch piece of debris that must have flown off of the harpy walls that had been jammed in there.
I got it!
It's like,
Caked in blood.
Whew.
Oh, jeez, this little thing was doing so much.
That's an absolute unit.
Whew. Okay.
How you feeling?
In pain.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel better? Please?
So, like, despite surgical stuff and everything, obviously she's in pain, but is it as crazy as
Can you
it was
regen? That's the main
before?
question.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
It was that you got a significant amount of pain still going, but that's mostly from the little operation. You get the sense that it is now, that wound is now cleared to be able to heal properly.
I'm going to attempt regen.
All right. You expend one of your uses, and your regeneration does seem to take hold as you feel that wound and others around your body begin to seal.
Jeez.
And
Neri's just gonna toss that little thing to the
so,
side.
as a question, when trying it earlier, did that also use an expend use or no?
Yes, that would have.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through and she's gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use another one. Because she's just like, at this point, she's just kind of laying there like,
Yeah, just actively healing. Rest and recovery.
31.
And then Neri just
I am
hands
also out of caution.
All right.
Neri's gonna hand the blood-covered pliers back to G.
He just literally puts it back in his pocket. Wherever. Oh, he has in his vest, he has a liner underneath it that he hides all of his stuff in. And he's just literally just gonna take it without cleaning it, just like put it back in. It's just like, that's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
No problem. If you need pliers, you know who to ask. Probably Kevin.
Hopefully next time I have my med kit.
And I will use one more.
Oh yeah, so can we pull the shit back in? By the way?
Tara's just gonna go back up to full while we're still like, half dying.
You could certainly try.
I say we go for it. What do we have to lose?
Alright, cool.
I mean, I technically wanted to do it while you guys were pulling shit
Yeah.
out of your back, so
All right.
I'd have been over there trying to do something. You just wouldn't know what it was.
All right. So you're gonna try and hook shot the back of the harpy and just pull it?
Like, I'm gonna bear into it, like hold on while I'm reeling it in and walking backwards in the Ares suit, like using all of the power of the Ares suit to pull it back.
All right.
So
Make
the hook
a-
shot will be reeling and it literally by my grip.
Yeah. We'll say make a strength check.
Nat 20. Nope. Half of that.
All right.
14.
So you just attach to the back with a hook shot and heave and hit the switch and begin reeling and plant your feet and dig in with that extraordinary weight that you have with the Ares exosuit. And as you continue, you feel the mechanisms grinding within the weapon. But as hard as you pull, your feet give way and you are zipped towards the object that you've grappled to, in this case, the harpy.
Well, guys, I'm going back down now.
You could just let go.
Yeah, like, is it able to unhook?
I mean, yeah, you could. Unhook.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
so
like, I'm saying you
just start like.
Yeah,
Like,
you
as
just.
soon as I feel like I'm giving way, I'm just unhooking.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah, because you would have
No, no.
essentially just been hooked towards it, like it's the normal use of the item. Like you just zoop and then just plant your feet right where you hook to.
Yeah, nope.
Looks like it's staying here.
So, given the conditions of, the place at the moment in time, but the fire that we have going, would it be enough would the fire be able to last an entire hour for a short rest?
Yeah, I would say so. If y'all would like to take a short rest.
What time is the attack due to commence?
When I tell them to attack.
Yeah, I think it's.
They're waiting for a signal?
I think it's they're
Okay,
waiting
yeah.
for us. Yeah.
Good.
So, okay, short rest. Does that mean I can use some of my hit die?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, how many can I use?
As many as you want.
As you want, yep.
Oh, okay.
Up to, your maximum,
I have-
of course.
That's right. I don't need the yellow herb to just have the next level up hit dice, right?
Correct.
I'll just try using...
What? Only one popped out. Oh no, that was Kevin.
24. I need to.
Don't forget to add your Constitution modifier to each roll.
Yep.
Okay, then that's...
Okay, so if we were to use, because I've never done multiple hit dice. I've only I haven't done multiple hit dice in terms of
In the same roll.
in the same roll. So it would just be
Yeah, plus
That,
however
and then-
many times your Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
If you want to roll them all at once.
Like plus 55. Here we go.
7...
Oh,
Oh.
Spoiler.
Those are high.
Yeah, man. Just got insane recovery now.
Rolling.
Aw.
I'm at max.
You're at max?
Yeah, I'm back at max.
Okay, actually, that was enough to put me at max too.
Neri is scary. Okay. No, not Neri. Katara is scary.
I'm
All
back
right,
at max, and this now kicks in because I now have this. So I have regen
health back.
3. I have regen 3 now, so you gain the effects of a long rest when taking a short rest.
Yeah, so you also regain half your maximum hit dice.
Yep.
The only thing that can kill you now is a big freaking bomb.
And you.
Yeah. Pretty much a big bad will have to go Nova on her.
I was gonna say, you cannot die to attrition right now,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Given enough time, you'll just return back to normal.
Yeah, and you get all your regens back with that rest as well, so...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you effectively reset every hour.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Welcome to Epic Level.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, that's another thing that I brought up to Raph when I asked him about this early. I think weeks before. I was like, so technically, does Katara need to sleep anymore because of what it states? And it's like, technically, no. She can still sleep, if she wants to, but because she gains
it's a
that benefit
choice.
for the long rest,
Yeah.
it's like she
the,
could just be in the lab all night.
the last 7 hours of your nap are completely for you.
All right.
So
it's the.
people are.
I was
What's
just gonna
everyone
say.
looking like in health?
Oh, I'm back at full. I used 8.
All right.
I'm back at it. Oh,
I'm still waiting for my roll. There it goes. Oh god, that's terrible, dude.
Oh man,
Recovered
a
60
lot of
HP.
ones.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, look at the ones though.
oh,
Like he rolled.
That is 8 hit dice.
ow!
3 less dice of a bigger dice and got the same as Katara. Almost.
That's true.
Or
yeah.
3 more dice of bigger dice. Dang, your modifiers are
Or dog shit. Yeah, I know. Oh.
Oh, compared to Mr. G, they're great.
Yeah. I still need 60 to get the full. No, well, we're good.
well again.
Yeah, I used 8, so leaves me with 7.
The blizzard
Yeah,
still
now.
blows.
It does blow.
You guys seem to be in the
Yeah.
early morning hours.
There's nothing to do for it, guys.
Time to march.
Yep.
I am going to expend one of my transform selves into insulated epidermis.
Oh,
What?
what was that?
Yo!
just in time for insulated
yeah.
epidermis.
Yo, what's
Linguini!
up? Linguini!
Meta Murphy
What?
subscribed. Thank you very much for the subscription. Which is
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
September,
for
so it's a
subscribing
good time
during September.
to. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I hear no music.
Really. Well, I got ambience
Oh, yeah.
on right now.
Yeah, there is
okay.
like some wind and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's what I was just like, something was missing and I couldn't figure it out, and I've been trying to think of it. And finally, it was like, there's no like music going on at all.
Let me see if I can turn it up a bit. Yeah, because the ambience gets kind of quiet.
Yeah, it gets chopped real hard. All right.
So, Raph, were you questioning the insulated epidermis?
Yeah. So no. Yeah. The insulated
So,
epidermis.
That one. So, your skin toughens in such a way that grants you resistance to cold damage as well as immunity to the frozen condition.
All right. And I'll say that also pretty well insulates you against any environmental effects that would be coming at you just as part of existing in this environment. So,
She just.
Maybe borrow Katara's coat for extra warmth then?
Katara's walking
No,
around like a
look at-
tank top and shorts.
So, Katara would just be like, puts it around near you. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good thing Kevin's wearing at least a hoodie.
I'm freezing my nuts off. Let's start walking.
Yep.
Yep, let's go.
all right. So, what's the marching order as you all start moving out in the direction of the Manifold Tower?
While we're here, I guess the range is at least 200 feet for signal for our radio / Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were able to get up and down the cliff, right?
Yeah.
Can we have at least G scout forward?
All right. So G's at front. In fact, for the sake of remembering here, if you guys want to arrange on the menu screen, what the marching order is going to be?
Front ways is towards the top of the R.
All right.
Johnson's gonna hold up the rear this time.
I'll be at the center with next to Katara and probably Nuria. That's what I'm assuming.
All right.
Okay, they're together.
I completely
I
forgot
better-
that I was muted. Okay, so, yeah,
Because
if Chauncey's
we're
taking the
supposed to
rear,
Arrange
Katara,
in a line or something. We're doing a terrible job.
if Katara, if
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go in the front.
Katara is gonna go through and take the front technically, even though she has the front in the scouting.
Oh, I'm like, consider me like a separate group. I'm so far out in the front.
okay.
Yeah, you're
So,
just
yeah,
advanced
I'll-
scouting. So you're at the front
Yeah.
of the main group. So just
Yeah.
behind
I'm
G.
the main group. Yep.
All right.
So
And
just pushing forward.
so is Kevin in front of or behind Katara?
I'm next to you guys.
Okay, so 3 in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Katara would be like, I think one of you should at least be behind.
Bouncy's behind.
Yeah, I'm holding up the rear.
All right.
He's anchor.
All right. Oh, let's go.
All right. So you start moving out in that order.
Mr. G just walks out into the freezing cold and just in that blizzard and just disappears.
And as they're like moving along, Katara is like, so if anybody's starting to feel a little cold, I mean, I can at least pull out my flame spray and give us some sort of heat.
Oh, that's
Please
fair. I
don't
was
set
like,
us on fire.
that's what I was thinking too. I was like, feel anyone feeling cold, I can just like catch you on fire real quick.
She's like, I
Katara,
will
remember,
point
you're
it-
the only one who can catch on fire and be okay.
She's like, I can't catch on fire.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can.
You've combusted twice already.
I can't do it anymore. Well, I remember the first time, not the second time.
Oh yeah, you passed out.
Don't do it again, please.
I don't know how to do this. Just
Just don't think about it.
if anybody needs warmth, I will fire this in a safe direction just so you guys can catch like the ends of the heat or something. Okay? Ha! I'm not gonna set you on fire. I promise.
You're lost.
What?
All right. So you begin scouting ahead.
It's a little sus.
All right, Among Us.
All right. And Mr. G, being at the head of the pack, make a investigation check.
Okay.
Or what's your minimum?
Oh, 21.
Right. Okay, so you don't. You guys barely set out before you trip over, basically Nuria's medkit.
It's like we just start walking and Mr. G just like chucks it back. He's like, found it.
Yeah, it was like basically
Oh, thank
just
goodness.
outside of visual range from where you guys were sitting.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Looks like they're good.
Tyrion did a dirty surgery for no reason.
Dirty surgery.
You did the best
Damn
surgery.
dirty surgery.
That wasn't a dirty surgery. That was character building.
What?
I don't know. I read it in a book somewhere.
You read a lot of books.
This is true. He does.
And Mr. G, with your navigational instruments and your spy gadgets and whatnot, trying to check and get your bearings of the direction you're heading here, you would see now actually at the ground level, and as the storm subsides in a bit and comes and goes, you do realize that it seems possibly the readings on the plane that you might have gotten the other night were a little inaccurate. You actually managed to crash a lot closer to the destination than you would have thought. The must have been the storm interfering with your instruments, and it still does from time to time here. But taking the average, you would
It's
imagine
jumping back and forth.
basically you're imagining that you're about somewhere in the range of 6 miles from your destination.
All right.
Coordinates.
You know a soldier's favorite month?
What's
No.
that?
March?
March.
That's cheesy.
Katara.
We got 6 miles. Let's go.
Katara's face is just like, wow, all right, and just marches forward.
All right.
Furia marches next to her.
And Kevin's next to Nuria. Or other side of Katara there. There we go, yeah.
So, however, with the as part of the Arctic storm, all ground is difficult terrain. So you guys are traveling at half pace. Are you guys going at a normal pace?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to sneak up on anybody at this point.
Yeah.
We just kind of run into each other.
Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, you're moving at essentially 1.5 miles an hour. It'll take you about 4 hours to get there. So first hour goes by. In the midst of your travels, you march just crunching ice underfoot. Eventually, you spot something at the edge of your visibility, Mr. G. Oh,
At the very edge?
I just lost your webcam.
Do I need a refresh? Hold on.
Possibly. But yeah,
Reconnect.
it looks like a structure
can't
of some
see that.
sort. Okay,
A what?
you look like
Yeah, that's
it.
good.
It looks like a structure of some sort.
Familiar?
Not familiar. Small. One story,
Hold
kind of
up.
rectangular shape on the horizon, or at least the 60-foot horizon that you have.
All right, we got a little bit of a thing coming up here. Building,
What do you see?
1 story tall.
Is it the tower?
Maybe a building. Definitely not. If it did, it got a lot shorter last time I was here.
Do you think it's one of the units?
It's gonna be what?
Do you think it's one of the units?
Let's find out.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Sneak up on it.
All right. You sneak up, make a stealth check.
Question.
Mhm.
I am not technically in dim light right now,
You are not.
but I am obscured.
You are obscured.
Does
Well,
that count?
depending on where somebody is relative to you. But yeah. Does it
That's
count
true,
as-
because then if when I walk
yeah,
up, then I'm.
but it's lighting
Yeah, okay.
specifically if you're wondering about your new feature that
Got it.
revolves around.
So, just stealth. Minimum 25.
Oh, you should be fine. All right, so you quietly, all of a sudden, the crunching that each of you make in the ice, in the snow,
Quick question.
underfoot, just like ceases for the scout ahead as he moves forward from this point onward.
Quick question. Having advantage adds 5 to a passive, right?
Yes, but this isn't technically a passive.
Okay. Fair.
Still technically had to make a check. We just didn't bother rolling it.
We just assumed it was below 10.
Yeah. So, you move forward. As you get closer and it comes into better visibility, you see a rundown building, almost like one of those modular buildings, but it looks quite beaten up. A few broken windows.
Mm-hmm. And he's quietly over comms, just dictating whatever he's seeing.
Let's take a look in there, see what we can find.
Any entrances, windows?
There are a few broken windows. There is a door.
Gonna just stick my optical fiber through one of the windows and check inside real quick.
Checking inside, you don't see any signs of life. It does look like it was some sort of outpost, perhaps, that a few people were staying at. But you do see signs of some sort of encounter in here. The inside is bloody. There are a few bodies around, just a couple. Looks like they're dead, though.
Okay. Like within or like how many bodies? Like 5,
Just
10,
2.
or less? Just 2?
Mhm.
All right. He's just gonna say, "Well, found shelter," and enter the building. Well, check the door first.
All right, checking the door. It opens.
Yeah, just walking in, just checking these bodies,
All right.
and letting everybody know. 60 feet ahead, building,
Okay.
shelter.
Going inside, there's a bit of a breeze coming through here. It's still warmer than on the outside, obviously, but not that much. But
Less cold,
yeah, definitely less cold.
or I mean, less wind chill.
Exactly. But heading inside, you see the bodies just look to be a couple of civilians in like sweaters. They possibly researchers or something. You know that this island is scarcely populated, but there are people that live here that are usually either researchers or military, from the area, but not very heavily populated at all. But knowing the
everyone's
proximity of this place to the tower and looking around, it does look like they might have just been taken out by roaming BOWs or something.
Oh yeah. Can we tell how they died? Is there like gunshots or slashes?
That would require a medical check if you would like to attempt, or if you can
I'll wait for
delegate.
I'll wait for the brain to get in.
All right.
But just like going through the pockets, any IDs while everybody's filtering in.
Yeah, you do find some IDs. Don't seem to be anybody of import, just a couple Canadian citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, you funnel one by one into the little bungalow.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good to be out of the wind.
Yeah,
All right.
good rest point.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot of bodies.
It's only 2.
Well, a lot considering where we are.
Could I roll to see if I can find anything around here? Any supplies?
All right, make an investigation.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, speaking of where we are, can you tell how these fine young Canadians met their end?
I can take a look.
Oh, hey. Nice.
So you rummage through the place, Kevin, and Nuria, feel free to make your medical check. You do find...
No idea.
I'll just,
Yeah.
Did you even try?
I'll just make it for you. Don't
It's
worry.
like, Nuria, they're dead. They can't. You have to come here and look at them.
I'll do it for you. I have Katara do it. Don't worry.
All right, Katara, you also take a look, but Kevin, you find what looks to be a medical kit bolted into the wall. It is locked. There's one there.
Huh. Could I use my tool supplies to unlock it?
Certainly, yeah. With your tinker's tools, you would have bolt cutters and whatnot and able to do so. Go ahead and make a, we'll say, mobility tinker's tools check.
Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
On Katara, a cursory examination seems to give the appearance of some sort of death by wildlife mauling. It looks like something with claws and teeth. Possibly, well, there's any number of wildlife that could be, but it looks quite vicious.
So
It was from a
she's-
polar bear.
she's just like, so claws and teeth, definitely. Yeah.
Let's hope it was natural.
See, it was either wildlife or POWs.
I'm
I'd
hoping
say-
it's natural.
Wildlife.
Chauncey's just staying stoic and quiet in the back.
All right. Mr. G, you see Kevin struggling with his bolt cutters, trying to get through a hefty lock on the kit on the wall.
Come on, put your back into it.
The snow is the wind. The wind has weakened me. Come on, give me a break. I haven't gotten the feeling back in my arms yet.
All right, let me get that for you.
Wait, what did you say?
No, let me just get that for you really quick.
Okay, he had.
During this-
Well, you said it was bolted in the wall, so he just steps back and gestures towards the medkit, like.
I'm just gonna pick the lock.
All right. Go ahead and make a mobility Tinker's Tools, or rather, Spy Gadgets check.
Yeah, we did agree this was a skill check, right?
It is. Well,
Minimum 25.
you cut through.
I just wiggle it.
No, yeah, I know you have
No.
to. It takes a little bit of doing
Yeah.
where you just
Yeah.
solder it up.
I mean, I was just gonna pick through it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It is a pretty simple padlock by your experience, so just a little bit of picking gets you to.
I
pass
don't
the
even need a
tumblers in
hand
an
pick it. I'm just gonna bump key it.
All right, yeah, yeah. It is. It's not quite that simple, but yeah, it does require a little bit of effort.
Aye.
So, opening it up, you get the padlock off. Open up the kit. You find inside 1 green herb and 2 yellow herbs.
Oh. Could I have one of those? Kevin says, could I have one of those?
They're not mine.
I could probably mix something up.
Well,
You said
I'd
there was
appreciate.
one green?
1 green.
All right.
I just want one of the yellows.
You need the green to go with it.
Yeah, you can't use the yellow on its own.
Do we have a green?
Wait, that means only one person can level. And
Unless you
Does
guys have
anyone
another
else-
green.
Anybody else have a green on them?
hold on,
I don't.
I do not.
Area has a blue.
Will that work?
I doubt it.
Technically, blues can be used on their own too.
But only for poison.
Oh, Katana's
Blue and red
already
can be
at
a
max
thing,
hit points.
Right? That's basically taking the purpose of a green, filling in.
This is probably why there were never any yellows and blues in the same game. I would say you need a green for a yellow to be effective.
All right, it's all you, Kevin.
Okay, I mean, I
Okay,
kind of feel
Katari,
bad
what
about
hit
this,
points?
but you sure? Okay, fine. He takes the green and the yellow and he brings it over to Nuria. If you could, if it's not too much trouble.
Does this facility have water?
There does seem
That's
to be
a
a
good
sink.
Just like flavor-wise, I wanted to make like a little like makeshift kind of drink.
Okay. Yeah, so you take like a vial and use some of the tap water to mix together and powder down these herbs and make a little bit of a mixture that you can ingest as a drink.
There you go.
All right. And Kevin decides to down it.
All right. So go ahead and... Are you at max hit points?
I am at 68.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2 as healing and roll one of your hit dice and add your con modifier for your hit point increase.
2d4 plus 2. Oh, Okay. And it was one of my con dice.
Yeah, your
plus
hit
mod-
dice. Hit dice plus
plus-
con.
Okay, so. Yeah. Oh. No.
Ooh.
Yep.
Solid roll. So your maximum hit points increased by 9.
who wants to hold on to this other yellow while we're waiting for a green? I can hold on to it if we need it, but I'm just wondering if there's...
Nira can hold on to it. Go for a mid pound.
That's what I was, yeah.
Okay. All right. So after doing that, Kevin just... He's like, oh, I feel much better.
All right. Back at it. We're pretty close.
All right.
All right.
Never mind.
So, once more into the march, y'all continue onward. I'll say, given the pit stop and in an interior place, that's enough of a break in the midst of this hour to avoid the biting cold.
Whoop.
So y'all continue onwards.
Okay.
The rest of the hour goes by, marching steadily in the same marching order, I presume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
scouting
safe.
ahead.
All right.
Yep.
Normally I do these behind the screen, but we'll just have a little bit of fun. Somebody who wants to volunteer to roll a d10?
Who's lucky today?
I got it.
I think Kevin raised his hand and Chauncey said you got it. Who should it go to?
Don't matter. You want it, Kevin?
I'll do it.
You know what? You can have it. Go right ahead.
All right, there you go. Take it.
Might be good.
Sucks.
All right. So as y'all are marching throughout the remainder of this hour, the blizzard intensifies and thickens. Visibility is obscured and your instruments seem to go a little haywire. Whoever's leading,
Sorry, guys.
which would be Mr. G, go ahead and make either a perception check with disadvantage or a survival check.
Minimum 15.
You won't survive.
Actually,
This is
minimum
perception, not survival.
minimum 15 actually will get you by. So you are able to keep steady track of your direction, your scouting skills coming into handy, and looking for spots, points of reference to make sure you keep your way and not relying on your line of sight directly in terms of front-facing knowledge. So you keep track of your direction and make it through the rest of the hour, making progress towards your destination.
Just keep moving forward. That's all there is to it.
So you keep on. All of you keep marching. Another
Yeah, we'd be able to hear his voice, so we'd be behind him.
Yeah.
Follow his track, too.
That's true. Yeah, he's
That's
leaving
true.
prints that are pretty fresh. Another hour continues of travel. Everyone marching steadily in the freezing cold. Roll another d10, whoever's going to. You want to keep Nuria as the dedicated, or Isla as the
No,
dedicated?
got dibs.
Oh, Johnson, he's got dibs.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and re-roll that one.
I was going to say, minimum 15.
Re-roll that one.
Should we roll it?
Yeah. This is the same as last.
Better get less.
There you go.
I don't know if
Like
that's
good or
good, but-
bad?
We'll find out.
Everybody make a perception check. Or survival, one or the other.
Same, minimum 15. Do I need to still roll?
You actually don't, Mr. G.
Okay.
Oh, that
never
was a
mind.
D10. Oops. That does nothing.
Huh.
Kevin did a D10 too.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Why did you?
You both rolled the wrong dice.
Well, mine was because I wasn't paying attention. I just rolled a D10 last time.
Let's go with the D10.
That's what you got on your 10 die.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you guys took a short rest back at the.
One of us did.
Everybody took a short rest back at the jet, right? So, Kevin, make a quick wisdom saving throw.
What does that mean?
Splitting
Oh,
headache.
that's your concussion. Probably.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
You're a survivor. You're good at wisdom. Never mind.
Yikes, dog.
All right,
That's,
the splitting
what?
headache has persisted over all this past leg of the travel.
Okay.
So,
Need to get somewhere with. We need to treat this quick.
and
Got a
because
brain freeze.
No concussion.
Same thing.
Not really.
Kevin, as you're marching, you fail to keep careful track of where you're stepping.
Oh crap.
And hold on, we had some rerolls because of those D10s. Let's scroll up. Nuria, you also, in trying to shield yourself from the incoming snow, fail to notice this as well, but in a completely different area. You're separated by a few paces from Kevin. In fact, the two of you fanning out on either side of Katara.
I was
Katara,
gonna say.
you hear cracks to your left and right
Oh,
before the ground gives way beneath Nuria and Kevin. I need both of you to make mobility saving throws.
Oh joy.
No. Oh no.
Y'all are not in caution anymore, right?
I'm not.
No. Yuri wasn't in caution to begin with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You said con, right?
Mobility.
Con?
Mobility.
Mobility.
Mobility saving throw.
Oh, same roll. Same roll.
That's not good.
No.
We're doing
That's
great.
not good.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
I was gonna say because the moment the moment Neria ends up going off from one side is likely where Katara would be going first anyway.
And being that I'm falling behind, can I notice both of them going down? And
That's
see
true.
that
You see both of them start to sink. Kevin, as you feel that chunk of ice below you give way, you immediately dive out of the way and slide across as you feel your boot briefly dip into freezing cold water, but you get away before you fall under. Nuria, however, just goes... Chauncey, you see clearly from behind her silhouette just go straight vertically down and plunges and splashes into freezing cold water. Nuria, you take 22 points of cold damage.
This ain't gonna
Upon-
be good for the cold.
Reaction resist.
You do have those chemical resistant gloves. Wait, well, does it specify? What is it? How is it worded? Does it have to be an attack?
Okay.
I remember when I had those, they didn't say attack. It could have changed.
It says when I take damage.
There it
Okay,
is.
yeah, then you would be able to use that. So you could have that to
I don't
11,
know how
given.
it works, but it works.
Well, it's quite a extensive chemical resistant piece. It's essentially just sleeves of a hazmat suit that you have, and so that provides some insulation, at least around your arm areas. And you aren't able to take it, or you don't take as much damage from that, so you could reduce that to 11 points of cold damage. But you are flailing around in the waters and thrashing, and you feel the cold still settling in as you are in rather darkened, freezing cold waters beneath the surface.
Oh, Katara's
Chun-
going over.
I was gonna say
Tara's-
Chauncey would have just like dove in almost, like just like, oh no.
All right,
Well, what are you doing?
Katara's closer, so she would probably get there first. So you're
I'm fine with that.
you're going over. You're going over to the hole in the ice. And what are you doing?
Yeah.
Katara.
Is she thrashing around still?
You see her beneath the surface, yeah, thrashing around and trying to right herself.
Isn't she resistant to cold?
I'm getting her.
You're getting her? All right. Are you full on diving in or just reaching?
She is gonna full on dive in.
All right, you full on dive in and I'll say you also take following damage. Take 18 points of cold.
The following damage.
Oh. But she's immune to cold, right?
Yeah,
Are you immune or resistant?
It's resistant to cold. It's,
okay.
It's immune to frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you gotta take 9 points of cold damage as you enter the waters, but you're easily able to get a hold of her once you're in, especially not being surprised by this sudden falling. You go ahead and make an athletics check to try and swim her back to the surface.
$21.
All right, and with that, you kick your legs and paddle away as you swim upwards. And Chauncey, you see her dive in, and then a moment later, surface back with her head and Nuria's back above the surface of water in that little hole that they had both fallen into. And she just pushes Nuria up onto the solid ground.
Yeah, I'd be reaching in to assist to help
All
out.
right, Chauncey, you come in and pull them both out.
It's like, oh my, are you alright? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's just really cold.
Yes, it is.
That sounds like a flame spray situation.
So is there a way, would I be able to hover the flame spray above in such a way where she can catch some of the heat but not take the damage?
I would say so, yeah. And you got unlimited uses, so it's enough that you could at least warm yourselves up.
Yeah.
It won't be a long-term solution, but short-term it'll at least stop you from being just freezing and dry off your clothes a bit faster as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, because it's technically like a spray canister, like a hairspray can with a lighter almost. Are you able to just do it without fully pulling it down, just enough to give a little fireball in front of you? Without blasting like 15 feet,
essentially.
You know?
Make sure you don't have it too close to the.
Well, no, that's the thing. She's not putting it too close to the ice. It's like enough to where, like, at least Neri is sitting up. And Neri is sitting up that way. She doesn't have to put it like close to the ground.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm assuming you get a little bit away from that area.
Yeah. And essentially, she's just like.
All right, so you do little bursts of flame for a while, warming each other up, drying off your clothes.
So
While this is happening, she's gonna return with the group just so he's part of the fireball party.
I want to be part of the fireball party.
Because it's cold out there.
Someone had to make the joke.
As long as everybody's all right and this is doing good, we can keep moving here soon.
Yeah, but what was that? Like, is this a body of water we're standing on, or what?
Can I kick away some of the snow and see if it's just like a sheet of ice and you can see like the water bubbles below it?
Yeah, you kick away some of the snow, and yeah, you do see that there is essentially a body of water there that you must have been walking over. You don't know for how long, but going ahead a little bit, you find the edge of it before you start doing the fireballing. And yeah, it seemed like you might have been walking on essentially a lake for a little bit.
Sure does look like a body of water to me.
How heavy is Mr. G?
Not. 175.
Like the lightest person falls through the ice.
Bad footing.
I weigh like 800 pounds. How does that make you feel now?
Dude, Yuri is like 108.
I have a 500-pound exosuit on my body.
Bad luck.
Yeah, she just stepped in the wrong spot.
So I'm letting you guys lead. I don't want to sink.
It says he didn't go through the drink.
Yeah.
All right. So
Short
once,
rest?
once
No.
everybody's pretty much good, and like Neri is fine enough to like move and everything, then Tara's just like, all right, we good?
I'm good.
Onward?
Yeah, let's start moving.
And upward.
All right,
Wait, what?
y'all keep moving.
What did Neri say? Because it like cut you out.
Oh, she just said onward.
Oh, okay.
Good
Onward.
movie, by the way.
So, y'all keep moving. Finish the hour after that encounter. I need everybody besides Katara to make another Constitution save.
Ugh.
So wait, would you still need to do it even after it wears out after the hour, or?
Oh, right,
I
your
thought I had it bad.
Yeah.
insulated epidermis, yeah, that only lasts an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's worn off, because you did activate that before the first hour of marching, then you would have to roll as well.
Okay.
Unless you reactivate it. I don't know. I think you can re-up it.
Would she still have had it when Nuria fell in the water?
That's fair. You would have had to re-up it in order for that to apply.
Yeah, I would have had to re-up it at that point.
Okay. Are you able to?
Unless we took a short rest at the other place, no.
Well, because you did.
Because if we went into that house, and
I was gonna say, did you activate the insulated epidermis at the beginning before you took that short rest at the jet? Because if so,
That was
Then
after the.
That was after
rest.
the jet, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
That was when we were about to head out.
All right. In that case, yeah, I would say you'd have to take the other 9 points of damage then from the cold,
Okay.
and then yeah, go ahead and make a con save.
Alright, let me. That is fine with me.
Oh, come on.
So, let's see, where did the con save start? That's with Kevin.
I wish I had a modifier like that.
So,
For
Kevin,
some reason today.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
you take 8 points of cold damage, and
Roger.
you gain 1 point of fatigue. And Mr. G, you as well.
Okay, 8 points.
8 points of cold damage and 1 point of fatigue.
You see Kevin just like,
She's just like, just keep hanging in there, all right?
You don't see
My
Mr.
bad.
G, but he's shivering.
So,
I'm glad I can give visual cues.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, thus is the second hour. But y'all are halfway to your destination.
Oh boy.
Third hour goes by. Mr. G, you keep scouting ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a survival check really quick. Or rather, a perception check, I would say.
Minimum 15.
Yeah, go ahead and make it.
Did Nuria also take those the 8 cold damage? Or was it just the people who failed?
Only the people who failed, yeah. Nuria did not fail.
15.
You catch in like the far corner of your eye what looks like a little bit of like rocky surface off to the side.
Protruding?
You're coming up like a little mound essentially. No taller than necessarily yourself.
Rock, not ice.
Yeah, it looks like a rocky sort of piece of terrain.
Check it out. Carefully.
All right, you veer over there. It does seem to be basically a small mound that comes up, and again, essentially up to your height, and has a little bit of a like a crop, like a sort of landing, and then beneath it is like basically a small cave, like a little hidey hole that someone could have hid under. And looking inside, you do see that somebody might have tried to, although they have long since frozen over. A few wounds are a part of them. Looks like similar to the ones you saw back at that outpost. Probably a survivor of it tried to make a run for it, but didn't make it far. Or just freezing to death out in the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Convenient.
Do they have any supply?
Check him really quick. Pull him out.
All right, pull them out.
I don't know if Nuria would want to check him.
I'm gonna check him.
You search their body. Fine, you know. Doesn't seem like they do have a little bit of, you know, ID and a few provisions. You do also find a green herb in their pocket.
Nope. Found an herb.
Nuria, do anything fancy with it?
Yeah, you can roll it up for me.
Anything?
So are we just here to check it out, or are we gonna rest for a moment?
It's just one person-sized hole, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing we can really stop at.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, like, but you could blast some fire in that sucker, warm it up like a little oven. We can at least walk in like a sauna, get a quick little sweat on.
I heard that's how it works.
I think
I
that's how it
mean, we're
works.
heating up a cave. It would work. One person hidey hole. It'll trap like a pizza oven.
Yeah.
We'd be good.
If I
Nuria
do
will,
that, could each person be good?
At least well done.
Yeah.
Depends on how many toppings.
If the party was a
Nuria will roll it
pizza.
up with me.
All right, Nuria, you attempt to roll a joint.
Kick Katara, give her
Dexterity
pointers
check.
while rolling a joint.
Technically, you do.
You know how to roll a joint?
You know how to roll a joint.
Do you guys not talking about this?
What's up?
I have no idea how to roll a joint.
Oh, no idea.
What?
Alright, so what's your... Alright, so
I thought you said you did.
What
Hey,
you wanna
Katara, you know
do?
how to roll a joint?
I mean, I knew people.
Why do you know how to roll a joint?
I knew people. You think college is like... you think college over at Raccoon University was always...
I went to Raccoon University!
Yes! You'd be surprised.
We're talking about this later.
It was only once. Or twice.
Anyway.
But that was only after she was faculty.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, with your powers combined, you roll a joint.
Your powers combined. We form Captain Planet.
It sounds only one.
We're like, that's how this is gonna end.
Yeah, when you all combine into one. So you got a green-yellow mix.
Alright, he's just gonna start smoking.
All
Keep
right,
him warm.
light it up with a flame spray.
A lot of this comes in the chemical kit. We don't have to keep using
You're
this.
right.
True.
Oh, actually, I need to take the heal off this too.
You do.
2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
And then hit dice.
Mhm.
Alright, so that's 5.
Perfect.
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 Here we go. No.
Oh,
2 hit
yeah.
points.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're at an
At
even
least-
60.
I was gonna say, at least I got a nice even number.
Yep.
I know
He's
it's
really
60.
comfortable with the lowest possible hit points of the party.
I might have the lowest possible hit points.
I lost more than that health and then gained that much back. A short rest.
In one roll.
In one roll, yeah, in one roll.
You thought we were getting to epic levels.
Mr. G's like, hey guys.
We didn't realize we brought the weakest link.
Well, he ain't the weakest.
Oh,
if he could
Imperial
do all
was the
his
weakest link.
investigation and
Wrong.
stuff.
All he has to do is literally not be there.
Not even the weakest link. The moment he shoots, it's scary hours.
It's scary minute until they find out where he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine what one con modifier could do, though.
I would have an extra 15 health. That is a fourth of my health.
That's a 25% increase off of one modifier. All right.
Everybody playing Dark Souls out here.
Running around with no armor and a stick.
So, you continue marching onward, scouting ahead. Who wants to roll D10?
Me.
I think it...
Uh,
oh, that was...
Who hasn't gone?
No, Rose can.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead,
Even
Joy.
though he rolled his D10 earlier.
Roll again, yeah.
We have 10 possible numbers.
We're just going.
Why do we keep going down?
Roll again, actually, on that particular one.
oh, okay.
Gonna get a 3 now.
Well,
All right.
it might be good.
So you all keep marching.
Okay.
Eventually, you come alongside a piece of terrain, another mound, a hill. This one much larger than the last one. It kind of borders your left side. You march under that icy hill. As the blizzard and storm kind of intensifies, you hear as something seems to crack off the top, and some chunks of ice begin descending down the hill
Avalanche!
with a mini avalanche.
oh, yeah.
They crash across the middle of the line. I need Katara, Nuria, and Kevin to make mobility saving throws.
I should not have walked next to you.
I told y'all, listen, Katara said somebody needs
She-
to get behind her.
She did say.
Nobody
I
did.
swear, if I get another one.
I'm behind you guys. Just so you know.
Oh my god.
No.
Nuria is literally gonna die out here.
No,
What are you doing?
She survived
Don't
all this
worry.
time,
I have-
but it's terrain that'll
I
get
have
her.
I have a means to heal you, don't worry.
15.
Kevin survives.
Okay.
Tara survives.
So,
But
Fury just gets crushed.
I will personally stay behind and push Nuria out the way and take the brunt of this.
Okay.
Sickle.
with your
Like Katara, if she were to notice Nuria slip up and potentially not be able to move, she will push her out the way and shield herself in a means to take the brunt of this.
Okay. So with that being the case, yeah, these chunks of ice avalanche down the side of that hill. Katara, you see Nuria trying to scramble out of the way, but she's on slippery ground and doesn't quite find her footing. You could effectively switch your saves if you want to just shove her out of the way. And you push her out of the path of the ice with your now extraordinary strength pretty much well in the direction of Chauncey, and you're able to catch her on her way there. But Kevin, you dive roll out of the way as well. Katara, these chunks of ice falling from the hill just crash down and cover you entirely. You take Wow,
Oh,
8 points of cold damage.
Pretty good.
And 1
This is
point.
fantastic.
Wow. Couldn't have been better. Rather, that was 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of cold damage.
Okay.
Brush it off.
She just
It literally just bounces off her.
So yeah, I was gonna be like, how does this look? Because essentially what she do is like, it would be a push, and as that's coming down, she'd like brace herself in like a way where she like covers her head and kind of crouches.
Mm-hmm. You assume a pretty safe position, and the avalanche crashes over you to not too severe effect. You are, however, buried beneath and prone and restrained.
It was mostly dust.
Okay.
Beneath basically a
Yuri just starts digging.
big ice boulder.
Oh wait. So okay. So if I'm restrained, I'm unable to generate. I'm unable to move. Right.
Yeah.
That is. But can I still technically do like? Can I still technically do stuff?
Yeah, you're not incapacitated. You just can't move.
Okay, so she'll just be like, from underneath, just like, I'm under here.
Here she's kind of
It's
muffled
gonna get hot.
beneath all the ice and
It's
snow.
gonna get hot.
Okay, so do you just start flame spraying your way out?
Yep.
All right. Given your unlimited.
A good time to combust.
Given your unlimited flame spray usage, it's only a matter of time before you're able to burn away this chunk of ice over top of you. It takes a little while to get your lighter well lit, but eventually you find the good spark and just burn away the ice and snow that's over top of you, and it pretty much burns entirely. Seems to be ice all the way through.
She's just.
Yeah,
Whoa.
melts and just ends up as water all over top of you, but you're out from under it.
She's like. She's
Why'd
like.
you push me out of the way?
She's like, because I can take that. Then I don't need you getting crushed under something.
I don't need you getting crushed under either.
I'll be okay. Whew.
Get a heart attack.
It's alright. You gave me a heart attack. You were scrambling everywhere.
I wasn't made for this.
Don't worry. Us and everybody around, you're gonna be just fine. I'm good. Let's go. Oh, it's cold.
Y'all okay back there?
Yeah. Just a mini avalanche.
Close shave.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I really hope the next D10 is something good.
We don't roll another bad one.
As we walk back off.
So, y'all continue your march. Thus ends the 3rd hour. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, please give me something good for once. Not an at 1. Thank you.
Yeah, 21.
Those all came out in such close succession that,
exact same time.
that only Mr. G's rolled show up. Okay, everybody.
I was like, wait, I didn't roll a 12.
Everybody passes.
Hey.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yay.
You are freezing, but you are not frozen. So you continue marching. Continue along the 4th hour of travel. Much of the terrain seems to just loop around here, passing flat ground after flat ground. It really doesn't seem by visual cues like you're getting any closer to your destination, but you know you're heading the right way. Who wants to roll the last D10?
I already did, didn't I?
Mr.
My left?
Tara.
Yeah, Mr. Jir Qatar.
You can go ahead.
Oh.
You've been rolling high.
Fail us.
So I can't promise that.
Get a nat 20. No, nat 10, I mean.
No.
Yeah, that's not
Roll a d10. Got a nat 20.
I'm gonna.
Jeez, that good.
I'm calling right now. I'm gonna hit an 8,
Let's go for it.
a 1.
Oh, no.
All
Hey,
right.
add a 0 to the end of that, and that's still random.
So 2 was a mini avalanche. 6 was the blizzard gets crazy. 5 was falling under ice.
1.
Assuming 4 was also that as well.
1
So-
TPK.
Oh, you don't say that.
1. Walker shows up.
We stumbled upon the tower early.
Wasn't
So-
that
I
a
just
good
stacked
thing?
You've all made it out here.
You continue onwards, pushing through. The blizzard fights hard against you. The wind chill, keeping you cold to the bones. You push through, marching, seemingly fighting against the weather and the wind, which only seems to intensify. But you keep pushing and pushing until at last you seem to catch a break as the blizzard seems to lighten a bit. The storm seems to be on its way to subsiding. Your visibility expands a bit more, and you find before you your trek bringing you to the base of a small hill. You continue to climb it, knowing it to be in the way of your direction. You just need to keep heading this way. And as you climb to the top of it, you find on the other side a flat landscape. And with this, as you reach the top, the stormy gale for the remainder of your foreseeable sight seems to have broken, at least in this area. So you could see, now all of a sudden, as far as your eye can normally see, you find on the other side a flat landscape at the center of a valley, dozens of miles across. At the center of this landscape stands a monolithic dark tower rising to the sky, with spires jutting out from its central column in various places. Its shape is rigid and polygonal and so very synthetic, an obsidian blot on an otherwise natural white expanse. At the bottom of this hill on which you stand, which is miles away from the tower, you see an improvised camp crowded with tents and radiators. A small army of mismatched individuals bearing differing colors and uniforms walk about. And between the camp and the tower, a unit of BSAA soldiers are digging a long trench, while other soldiers lie prone on the top of it, keeping watch with rifles. And that's going to be where we end tonight's session.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Back at it.
We're finally here.
And we didn't die.
Didn't die.
Speak for yourself.
So, happy 100th episode, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was very exciting.
Welcome to the Manifold Tower.
We're
so, yeah, you guys have arrived. That was a bit of a
Let me show you around.
a little bit of a sort of atmospheric interlude on the trek there. A little bit of a survival scenario. But thank you all very much for coming out and watching our 100th episode live. I see Konemi as well, aka Mio from our Discord server, has joined the chat. Thank you very much. I know it's super late for you over in Europe. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. We'll pick up with I think the raid is about to begin next time. So you guys have your objective before you. You have your resources laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are ready to form a plan and launch your attack.
I already got my plan.
All right then. About time that the end is about to begin. But until then, we'll see y'all next time for 101. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Nice sweet dreams, all the good things.
God bless.
Good night, everyone.